In the days we walked these streets with diamonds in our eyes, out with the vampires under a midnight sky, my mind so hypnotized. It was exciting. It was the 90s. Mama didn't understand it, and Daddy always said that I was going too far. Said there's never any compromising if you try to win the battle to be who you are. I danced to the left, I danced to the right, hold hands with my demons and creatures of night, on an undercover mission to find somebody else like me. Is there anybody out there? Is there anybody out there? Someone who can hear me and drink from the light, to see things from the same side. Is there anybody out there? 5 years later, I'm back with the same old faces and dead end places. Things kept going wrong. I'm getting to thinking my daddy was right all along. So will you take a little walk on the wild side? Be careful that you never slip your hands from the wheel. There's never any compromising when you're blinded by reflections from the part of you that's real. I dance to the left, I dance to the right, hold hands with my demons and creatures of night, on an undercover mission to find somebody else like me. Is there anybody out there? Is there anybody out there? Someone who can hear me and drink from the light, to see things from the same side. Is there anybody out there? I dance to the left, I dance to the right, hold hands with my demons and creatures of night, on an undercover mission to find somebody else like me. Is there anybody out there? Is there anybody out there? Someone who can hear me and drink from the light, to see things from the same side. Is there anybody out there? Somebody else like me. Somebody else like me. Somebody else like me. Somebody else like me.
All right. Thank you for re-upping your membership. I appreciate that.
What's up, everybody? Tuesday coming at you. 2 days in a row. Preestream action coming at you. First time ever. Stratford, we are living large and we are in charge. And we're here for a pre-stream of wonder and amazement, like always. We don't know what it's going to be like, but yesterday's was pretty hyped, let me be honest. In the grand scheme of things, yesterday's was very robust and meaningful, I'd say. So let's see if we have the same luck here. You never know where the RNG will fall in terms of entertainment value. But yesterday was good, so we can't complain. But DSP has entered the chat already. He said, good morning, all. And next he says, all the SNK guys look and play well. The Street Fighters are literally deformed and disturbing to watch. LOL. So his chat is loving this. Apparently, with the 37 people in the chat room he's talking to, they are loving this. And he just flipped it on right on time. But yeah, the 37 people in chat he's talking to are really loving that conversation. They are having an interactive time. I can promise you that. Anyways, quick lore drop. All right, I like this series, a mini lore drop. Like, this is not big enough for a video, but it yet is big enough to share with you, the legends in chat here. So, first I'm going to show you an exchange that happened back in the year 2014. Oh, Philip's talking again. Today should be fun. Good to not take fighting games ultra seriously all the time. So he's just saying, I don't care about this, whatever. I thought you said it's no stakes in even Street Fighter, but anyways, we're gonna go back to 2014, my friends, when someone known as Jim F. and Sterling's son said, drink Mountain Dew, pray to your golden gods, and read my Call of Duty Aardvark Warfare review. That review is still online to this very day. Oh no, but Philip had a problem with this review. Let me tell you about this problem. He said, yeah, this is a review of the campaign, not the entire game. Nice misrepresentation for attention. Scott, for the lull, says, I thought you said you didn't care about other reviewers, Philly boy. Fair question. Fair question, sir. I thought the same myself, actually. I thought the same. However, oh, I gotta go back here. However, I don't want to do that. Where is it? Right here. So, however, if we show you the review, here I found the review, a legacy author, published on November 4th, 2014. This review actually does touch on multiplayer, as you can see right here. Multiplayer at least gets it in terms of utilizing new tricks with open maps designed to make most of its players' tools. In fact, this entire section is about multiplayer. Okay, so hope you're keeping up. And as you can see, this says 02. Okay, 02. 02. All right, now that's key to our story here. All right, hang on. I see the Lord Diaz and Brian were having an open lobby. Brian confirmed that Philip is the one with the connection issues. He's the only laggy player during their lobby. There you go. And Mr. Extravagant says, "Rip Jade, it time heaven." I'm not so sure about that yet, but we'll see. But anyways, back to the story here. So Philip said, "Hey, as you saw from the first tweet, hey, this is a review of the campaign." Not the entire game. Nice misrepresentation for attention. Okay, well, that's interesting, because it seems to me that they did fully cover the multiplayer, as they did multiple pages, Philip. So what are you talking about? Well, as it turns out, we can see here, again, that's the same tweet I already showed you, so irrelevant to show that. Classic. So apparently, we can see here... Okay, honest mistake. Escapist... he's talking about his own mistake, by the way. Okay, honest mistake. Escapist splits game reviews into 2 separate pages to make more ad revenue, and Jim Sterling did the review of multiplayer of COD, Advanced Warfare. So Philip made a mistake. Philip responded next with, so I apologize to Jim Sterling for being completely and utterly wrong, but I thumb my nose at Escapist for having a POS money-hungry site. Also, just in case you needed more information, I read the review on my iPhone, which doesn't load the site properly either, so I never saw there were 2 pages. But I was still wrong. So yes, we are thumbing our nose at the Escapist for having a 2-page review. Those damn money-grubbing Escapists. But then then this is my favorite part of this. If this wasn't here, I probably wouldn't have showed it because it's so relevant. But the escapist, literally that's his Twitter handle, the person in charge of Escapist, Jason Carlin, says, "You're actually making a lot of mistakes, it would appear." And Philip says, "Sigh, I quit. Sorry about the tweets you have nothing to do with. Except the fact that you included that person in the actual tweet." It's kind of tough to say you have nothing to do with when you included their Twitter handle in the tweet you made. Just incredible. Just incredible. You think you've seen it all. You think you've seen all the bullshit, but you can still find insanity. Insanity. Like this. Amazing. Sorry about the tweets you have nothing to do with. All right. Well, there we go. So shout outs to the mini lore segment of today's show. That was the mini lore segment. Slatteran, that is incorrect, and I posted I got ready for that because my name is James Stephanie Sterling, but Jim Sterling remains the brand name. Jim, James, James Stephanie, Stephanie Steph. Take your pick. I was saying Jim. So, Slatteran, I accept an apology email in the email box. Of that being said, post haste, I thumb my nose at that accusation, sir. Just kidding. But I was ready for that. Anyways, all right, so we want to watch Daily Rap, I guess. I mean, what else? He's not going to be there for a while. He is talking in chat. Now he's finally said good morning, everyone, because now everyone's here. What else did he say? Today should be fun. Good to the third time. Just stopping by to say you've been really spot on with who not to do business with. Oh, Boogie. No shit. I can only assume who you mean. Oh, let's pretend we don't know. Let's just pretend we don't know who they're talking about. Right. Like he's not keeping up with that. Anyways. All right. Daily Rap yesterday. Who knows if it's going to be good or not. We'll see. I had it here. Where is it? Okay. So yes, just a recap of yesterday, by the way. The yesterday's streams all got like $60 or something, and they were all from one person. All like $40 each time was from one person. So yesterday's income came from like Iron Chef Sakai, like 90% of it or 80% of it or whatever. So let's see. I'm sure he's going to say it was a great day. Fantastic day. Everything was perfect. I'm sure, but let's see here.
And welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Monday, the 22nd of July, 2024. Return to full days of gaming after the React Day yesterday, but also return to kind of chill gaming, meaning no crazy challenging Elden Ring, no incredibly stressful Street Fighter. Instead, we had two way more laid-back streams with Fallout 4 returning to the rotation to continue on with the Nuka-Cola World DLC.
Hey, Brian. First pull of Brian for DeClaude. Brian the Acquaintance pull. Big up.
And with the return of Stardew Valley.
I believe that was the first one. I might have missed it, but I think that's first.
Chill stream. On the podcast today, we talked quite a bit about what should be the next game. And
you decided the one you wanted to play the most.
I said, I think I'm probably going to get it because it's just such a cheap investment. And even if we only play it for a few streams, it might be a really fun thing to laugh at, right? But in addition, the Nintendo World Championships NES edition that just came out is a great idea. Among a few other things that we discussed. If you want to see the full discussion, please watch the podcast from this morning.
Please, I can't wait for that.
By all means, please leave comments on that video so I know our part.
Okay. What was that?
Okay. Then we jumped into Fallout 4.
Like
and what I mean by that is video so I know what your opinion. Watch the podcast.
Look at this. This is double wipe, double rub on pants. Watch this. Double barrel.
Morning. And by all means, please leave comments on that video so I know what your opinion is. Okay? Then
I messed it up a little bit.
Video so I know what your opinion is. Okay?
We need to get some, like the wet sounds. Watch.
On that video so I know what your opinion is. Okay? Then we jumped into Fallout 4. And Fallout 4 today was kind of a turbo mode run. And what I mean by that is we already beat the first half of the Nuka-Cola World DLC. The second half is going through the entire theme.
Do not care.
Feral Ghoul. Well, the Ghoul, he's not a Feral Ghoul. Everyone else is a Feral Ghoul. Learned his plot line, which is a very interesting plot. Completed that part. Assigned that to a gang. Went over to the gala.
Bentley Enthusiast says, the quality may vary. Viewers are giving commentary and making remarks about the streamer's recent podcast. That is not true. I think one person mentioned it. Yeah, one person said Lolcow's been a disaster for Boogie, but it's getting paid good, I guess. That was the only mention of Boogie in that chat. But.
Our Galactic World got confused about how to do it and left. Went to the Safari was next. It might have been the Safari next. I'm basically a big overglorified collection quest. That's really annoying to do. Okay. I'm looking at my camera. I'm like, why is my camera? Yeah.
Ooh, hold on.
But we did get pretty far in it today. I'm looking at my camera. I'm like, why is my camera off center? There we go. I was like, why am I so off center there?
You look the same as you always do, bestie. Keep going.
But we got good progress. Regardless of good progress, and I would say probably the next time that we play Fallout 4, we will beat Nuka-Cola World.
Definitely.
And then move on to probably Automatron and then to the finale of the game. So a few more streams and we probably will wrap it up, which is the intention.
Correct. That is correct point, set Phaser Zaban. Phil would be in Wing's position right now and looking like a normal human being. Like he would be gaining PR from this if he was on that show right now.
We don't want to have this lingering play.
He would be rising in clout, minorly, for sure, but he would at least raise himself above Boogie. You know what I'm saying? And now, who's going to say that? Well, Boogie's like going insane right now, so it's a little different. But
support. Well,
he'd be getting to. Let's put it this way: he'd be getting to say jokes about Boogie, and like people would be laughing with him, which is something that just never ever. And I can't emphasize this enough, ever happens to DSP, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what he would be doing at the very least.
Started off very slow, but by the end of the stream, actually was a pretty decently supported stream. So I was happy for that, and thank you to anyone who showed up and supported my streams today.
It was one person.
Stardew Valley, another night.
No, I didn't. Ooh, hint, hint. Hint, hint. I will check that out now, hint, hint, and try to find it, hint, hint. Hint, hint.
Some solid progress.
That's good. That's true, too.
You're supposed to present things that you've either grown or produced of high quality. So we're working on that. I'm saving like high quality crops and things that we're harvesting.
Sounds like a real farmer.
Actually made a bunch more recyclers. So now we're getting things out of the crab pots and tossing them in the recyclers and getting good items out of it.
That's a waste of time.
Things like refined iridium and other things we're actually getting out of it.
Waste of time.
We actually did some fishing down in the lava caves, which is level 100 of the mines. And actually,
that's far away from your level.
Rare lava eels. We actually finished the mines.
We are recapping our Stardew days? That's wild if you think about it. We are reviewing our Stardew days. Well, woke up bright and early, 6 a.m. Went to toll the fields, as I always do. Threw a few things in the recycler. To be sure to pet all my sheep and my cows. And picked up the wool. Threw the wool onto the wool maker. And should get some... should get some clothing out of that pretty soon.
120. Got this key that is going to unlock something in the future. And basically, we just kind of chilled and talked a lot tonight, which I think is something I was getting so heavily into Stardew Valley in the last few streams. I wasn't giving enough time to talk with the audience.
Yeah, definitely.
I actually paused, set it aside, answered questions, did shout outs, talked with the audience properly like I should be doing rather than getting so immersed in the game. And I honestly think that
you've never been immersed ever
because of that. Again, it was actually a pretty decently supported stream. So
because of one person
Fallout and Stardew Valley, it was a good streaming day.
Because
good
of
vibes all day.
Iron Chef Sakai.
Long, good content. I hope that you'll give it a look if you weren't there live. And thank you to those again who showed up and supported. Really appreciate it.
Okay, let me make sure we are not live. Hell no, we're not. I'm trying to find the alcoholic reference as we talk here.
So tomorrow is my final consecutive streaming day of the week. It's Fighting Game Fiesta. On my first stream tomorrow, we're going to try out SVC Chaos, SNK versus Capcom from 2003. It's a very weird game, just to forewarn you. I bought it on PC. I installed it. I put my PC to 1080p, 120 hertz, so I have minimum input delay. I booted it up. I played it on my joystick. Here's the fun part about this game.
Here's the fun part.
It has zero lag in the menus, but the game itself has input lag. I think the reason is because it's the game. It's not... Like, I turned it off. I turned it all the way down to zero input lag and everything. Oh. I don't think that...
yeah, it's a setting. Put the input lag down to zero. It's a setting. Yes, it's just settings. You could just put your input delay setting to zero, and that totally neutralizes it. It goes to zero. It's incredible, dude.
The game...
What the fuck? Yeah, why the menu has no lag, you think?
I think it's the game itself. Like, I remember in arcades playing this game and felt like it was a very sluggish game. I just think the game is a sluggish game. I don't think it runs very well, and never did back in arcades in 2003.
Oh, so it's being authentic then, huh?
It looks weird. Wait until you see characters like Dalsim and Guile drawn in the SNK style. They are borderline bizarre. It's a really weird game.
Wow, good thing you chose this game, right?
It's going to be interesting trying this game out yet tomorrow. Playing it offline, online, whatever.
God, I wish if he played Nintendo, I would legit be like tempted to watch it. But since we're playing this, fuck that, man.
It's humans, but it's really weird. I also don't understand this system. I can't remember how it worked. I remember that if you block and you have a super meter, you can dash out of like the block and then do a move. So it's
Saturday.
Like,
all right, we'll see.
Freeze the game, you dash, and then you can do a move after. But I can't remember exactly how to do it. And everyone has like a special powered super called Exceed Super. But I don't know how to do them. Like, I looked in the moves list.
Don't care.
So it should be a fun stream. Even if it's a one stream and we never play it again. But I think it's going to be so silly and fun to experiment with the characters and how weird they are. It's going to be a funny stream and we'll want more. I think it'll be like an oddity series of streams to play this silly game.
Yeah, definitely.
Tomorrow night on the late stream, I will play Street Fighter 6. I'm either going to use Honda or Dalsim. And I'm excited because I played with these characters during that lobby I did Friday night.
Favorite Hulk Hogan movie? I don't know that many. I know he was in that beach. Is that Thunder in Paradise? I think that song rips. I'll play that. Fuck this. Yeah, I'll play that. Thunder in Paradise. Yeah, let's do that. Fuck this. Here we go. We're probably gonna get copyright. I don't give a shit. Now we're talking, boys. Get ready to hang and bang right now. Oh yeah. Going back in time right here. Yeah, Terry Hogan. I just remember the TV show. I never saw the movie. Oh yeah. Now you see why I was watching it.
Baby, I wanna hear him.
Take us back. There we go, boys. This is so dumb. Oh, sweet. It's such a throwback, these intros. Chris Lemon. Oh, look at that. The flips. Carol Alt. We have random guns. Like, how do you throw guns into, like, the beach scene? All right, let's go. He started.
The engine is not exactly the best fighting game engine ever made.
Carol Alt Insider. Nice. Did we get a cold open? No cold open, guys. No cold open. My bad. Carol Alt. Yeah, that's where I got my name from. Fuck this.
It's my final.
Here we go. Oh, I like the
Good morning, everyone.
Sand.
It's my
whoa! Look at that. I think he was watching. He knew we wanted the beach scene. He was trying to make some nice transition there, Philip, for us.
Of the week, and it is Fighting Game Fiesta Day, featuring the premiere of a fighting game that released over Evo weekend, plus more fun Street Fighter 6. But in addition to that, on today's show, we got some great game news with Ubisoft apologizing to the entire country of Japan.
Is that great news? Who gives a fuck?
Capcom shares its recipe for financial success amidst an industry that seems to be crumbling. So what's the secret? Well, we'll find out.
After I click this button.
And more on today's episode of the Level 1 Podcast.
We'll find out after I look awkwardly to the left and push this button. Like, he wants to, like, so badly be, like, on side-scrollers, doesn't he?
Alrighty, everybody. So, what a week it has been. A good one. I'm excited for today, being my final streaming day of the week. Today is Tuesday, the 23rd of July, 2024. And, of course, I'm Darkside Phil. Welcome to the show. with a good variety of topics to discuss, including some updates to the schedule, because we've decided on a couple of different games that I'll be playing over the course of the next week. Plus, I have a good update regarding Saturday's fun upcoming Digital Summer Party Marathon. I have some interesting developments when it comes to stuff we'll be doing during that, which is going to be fun as heck. In addition, great game news today to discuss with this Ubisoft hilarious update, as well as a good...
How is that great news? Because a gaming company decide... I guess we'll wait till we get to that part before we comment on that.
Story.
Great
and
news!
I'm excited.
Who gives a fuck?
Jump into a new fighting game today, so I hope that you're all here, and you're all doing well, and you're ready to chill. Fighting Game Fiesta. You know what's fun about today? Today we're going to do fighting games all day.
Nothing, yes.
But the difference here is that it's not going to be super serious. This is not, oh, I'm going online for ranked play and I must win every match. Especially the first game we're going to play today, SNK versus Capcom Chaos. This is not a game that was ever held in any regard in competitive circles, okay? It was barely ever played in tournaments. It was during that forgotten era, the dark period of fighting games between like 2001 and 2009, when Capcom wasn't putting out any new fighting games. And so SNK tried to put this one out, and it failed. It did not do well. And there's some good reason for it. As you'll see today, the engine is not exactly the best fighting game engine ever made. And in addition, even though this claims to be a crossover game, wait until you see. If you've never seen this game before, wait until you see.
Thank you for re-upping your membership.
Street Fighter characters look and play in this game.
Oh, wow.
I mean...
Get ready for the axe will be off the charts on that, won't they?
These characters are deformed and distorted beyond any measure that you could imagine.
Okay,
it's like extreme
we await your
body horror in some cases. I'm not even kidding.
We await the axe.
If you've seen Human Centipede, you may be close to seeing what we're about to see today.
Really?
In SVC Chaos. It's that disturbing what they did with the Capcom characters.
So there should be three people sewed together. Okay, that'll be cool.
SNK-imized them for this game.
Yes.
So if you're ready,
get ready for that. 3 people sewn together.
Fun, for all the wrong reasons, it's all good. If you're here to be, oh, this is super serious, and I'm sure that this will be great. No. Don't take today seriously. It's not meant to. Like, I'm not expecting to play at a high level and get wins. It's just about messing around with this game, because you're going to see how hilarious this game is, okay? If we approach it like that, I think we're all going to have a good time. If we approach it as a serious fighter and I must do well, it's going to be a waste of time, you know? In fact, it was funny. Jasper, you're going to stop that right now.
Uh-oh.
You're going to stop chewing that wire right now.
Uh-oh. Better get the wire.
It was funny because yesterday I was on stream and Mark from Australia came on stream and he's like, so I bought SVC for PC on Steam. I'm playing it on my Steam Deck. He goes, I played a Japanese player who knew all these insane combos with Dimitri and he destroyed me. And the only answer I have to say for that is, why? Why would anyone even know the combos? Like, again, this game was not played seriously in any competitive circle.
You know what? Why try? Why play any game then? What are we doing here? What? Why play anything? Because they want to be good at something? Like you want to as well? Would you hook your entire mental state on being good at Street Fighter?
All right. Thank you for re-upping your membership.
Anyways, Kevin in the house. What's the point of the daily wrap? No one else does this. No one else on Earth does this. He needs to stay. He needs to stay into the office as long as possible. He doesn't like to interact with his roommate.
Took SVC seriously. It wasn't a
She hates him too, so
game.
It works out.
Why would someone have even gone and bothered?
Why? Because they're having fun playing a game?
I'm not gonna go crazy with this game. I'm going to mess around with it, sure.
Okay.
I want to see how the Street Fighter characters play. I know how to play with some of the SNK characters because I played King of Fighters. So it'll be fun to experiment with and mess around with. It's not anything that's meant to be a serious fighting game.
For you.
I mean, holy crap, the game just came out and you got the tryhards already on there. It's like,
yes.
Oh my lord, of course, right? Because in 2024, no one could just play something to have fun.
We all
have to be tryhards.
You
right?
can. You could play a game however the fuck you want.
This will be a good time today. Anyway, how's everyone doing? I hope you're doing
well. Thank you.
Welcome to the show.
Horrible.
This is my final streaming day of the week, of course. It's been a fun week. What a good balance.
No,
this
what
week.
a horrible balance.
We finished the Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree DLC. We finished Riven Remake, right? We made great progress and strides in Street Fighter 6. I'm now at the highest rank I've ever been in ranked with M. Bison. Super cool. And
oh, is that you caring about playing a game and being good at it?
In addition, had some chill Stardew Valley fun, and we even finished my retro react of Dark Souls 1 over on DSP Throwback, and we began the Dante's Inferno remastered playthrough on DSP Throwback. So this has been a pretty eventful week in my content, and I hope that if you haven't had a chance, that you'll take tomorrow when I'm off to maybe get caught up on stuff all over my channels, because, you know, there's content on every single channel. And I appreciate you all hanging out with me during the live streams, but I realize not everyone can be here for every stream. I hope you'll take a chance tomorrow when I'm not here to, you know, get caught up on the ones you missed. In particular,
yeah, I definitely will do that.
The ending of Elden Ring was quite good and epic. It was fun. Not only did I legitimately not cheat.
Oh, yeah, that's when you banned people for talking about the assassination attempt, right? Okay, yeah, I remember that. Big ups, Cody Taylor. It's a podcast about a podcast by someone trying to podcast for the first time with zero research on how to podcast. Yes, and with massive amounts of dead air.
But legitimately beat the final boss of the DLC, but then I went back and destroyed
Avarice is
and the
just
Elden
a
Beast
dent.
to actually give it a proper ending, which was really cool. And of course, Riven Remake is an outstanding game. I was actually very pleased with how that game was, even though it had a really mind-numbing puzzle at the end. I actually figured out a codex on the fly in the middle of the stream. I solved it. I was like,
look
wow,
at you.
I've impressed myself, because I didn't think I was going to be able to do that.
Yeah, let's get a gold star for you, buddy. You did it. You beat a video game. Wow.
So good stuff coming up.
Awesome.
Yesterday was a very relaxing
You did
day.
it.
And what I mean by that is yesterday I didn't really play any games that were very challenging or taxing or stressful. The first stream was the return of Fallout 4, where we turboed through a huge amount of the content of the Nuka World DLC in 3 hours. Like, we beat 4.5 out of the 5 areas of the theme park that you need to beat in order to get to the end of the DLC, all in one sitting. And probably another 45 minutes or so, and we'll beat it all, and then we can move on. So that was great. And I want to say thanks to those who showed up and chilled. It's not a big audience. I understand that. I mean, we started playing
definitely.
Fallout 4 in April, for God's sakes. We're like 50-some hours into the playthrough, almost 60, but we're nearing the end. You know, like I said, we have the end of Nuka World. We have the Automatron DLC, which is not lengthy. It's only a couple of weeks. Then we will wrap up Fallout 4, which will be great. That way it's not a loose end dangling and unfinished. But thanks to those...
Dangling and unfinished. We talk about Dingleberry or video game?
Came by and supported that stream yesterday. At first, it was actually looking not very good at all. And I was nervous because I was like, dude, you know, I want to finish this game, but I can't play it and finish it if I'm going to have like a $10 that I make in 6 hours of streaming.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden, people showed up last minute and actually really supported it, and I was very happy for that.
No, excuse me, sir. One person did, okay? I know you like to pretend it's not, but one person did $40 out of the total 60 you got.
So thank you for that. And then
one person.
night,
just at least say thanks to them. You know what I'm saying? Say thanks to them. Why not?
Stardew Valley. We actually went about midway into fall. I finished the mines, although from what I understand, it's not the only mine in the game, but the first mine, we finished it completely.
Oh my God, look at this guy.
Did some rare fish fishing in a lava lake.
Rare fish
did
fishing.
a bunch of other interesting stuff. Learned how to recycle properly and stuff like that. And we had a lot of fun, chill conversation. Because I think what's happened in the last few streams of Stardew
You already
Valley
said this!
is that I've gotten so hyper-focused on the game that I was forgetting the fact that it's supposed to be a late-night chill stream.
Fuck this. I need to clear my head. Okay, I'm ready.
Like, that's the idea. And so last night, I started pausing the game and taking time to actually turn to the audience and talk for a bit. And it worked out really, really well in that regard. I think I'm going to continue to do that, to have conversation rather than be hyper-focused on the game when I play it moving
That's our
forward.
palate cleanser now. Thunder in Paradise.
And again, I want to say thank you to those who were there and those who supported, because...
Didn't you already say this?
Again, it was kind of a slow stream, and then by the last half hour, people came and supported the stream, and it ended up being a pretty darn good stream because of that when it comes to business-wise. So thank you for that as well. Now we can keep these games in the rotation, okay?
Thank you to that one
Good
person.
stuff.
Thank you.
So, eat a lunch meat sandwich. Let's talk about the schedule for the rest of this week, okay?
Oh,
Today,
yes. Before we get to that, Mr. Matt in the house says he loves fishing except when his dad does it. Except when his dad tells him stories about his own
we're
fishing.
checking out
Big ups,
SVC
Mr. Matt.
Chaos. This is SNK's answer to to the crossover event of the early 2000s.
AB
if you remember, originally
317.
Capcom made Capcom vs. SNK 1, which honestly wasn't a very good game. They kind of messed it up with the game engine. So they rushed and immediately within like a year and a half pushed out Capcom vs. SNK 2. A far superior game that then stood the test of time for nearly a decade. It was one of the big 4 Capcom games that everyone played in tournaments. Well, SNK also had the rights to make a game with the Capcom properties, just like Capcom had made games with the SNK properties. So they made SVC Chaos in 2003. Little weird because it was like 3+ years after the Capcom iteration, so it was odd it took them so long. It was not well received. Let's just put it this way. Number one, it released during the end of the arcade era. It was during this time period that games were now being moved out of the arcades and ported to home consoles.
Yeah.
So already, you had a point here where people weren't going to arcades to play games, and this originally was an arcade release, then got ported to like original Xbox and stuff like that. So already it didn't have a big player base or a wide distribution. People weren't going to arcades to play fighting games at this point. And then on top of that, again, like I just mentioned, the Street Fighter characters are very weirdly represented in this game. They look odd. They play really bizarrely. And a lot of people argue it almost is like the Street Fighter characters are not good. Just to be honest, they're just not good. They're kind of really crappy. Compare that with Capcom vs. SNK, where there was an equal amount of characters on each side that were good. Like there were some SNK characters that were really good. Like wasn't it... Nakaruru was like super broken.
What?
Characters that were really good. Like wasn't it Nakaruru was like super broken.
Nakaruru
from Samurai Showdown. She was like one of the best characters in the game by far.
What's the actual name?
Capcom
Let me
side,
check.
there were some good characters too. But in this one, I think it's like mostly SNK characters that are good, and maybe 1 or 2 Capcom characters. Like I think it's actually Zero from Mega Man is in this game, and he's like brokenly good.
Well, in Japanese, Nakoruru.
Like insanely over the top, brokenly good. And interestingly enough, some of the gameplay elements of Zero from SVC Chaos were actually taken and put into Marvel vs. Capcom 3 and his version in that game. So it's almost like this weird SNK game was the inspiration to put Zero into MVC3 and turn him into what he was in that.
Who gives a shit?
Good, right?
Okay.
I did boot up SVC Chaos last night on my mini PC. We're going to be playing it on PC. Can you believe it? I'm playing a fighting game on PC. How cool is that?
I missed the part where that's my problem.
I booted it up, and I tweaked it a bit. So I got it running at 1080p, 60 frames, but actually I have it running at 120 hertz, but the game doesn't run better than 60 frames. It's 60 frames per second game, okay?
So good thing you did that then, huh?
I got it with 0 input delay. Like you can actually, in the settings, in this version of the game, you can say how much input delay you want. I put it to 0, and I turned on VSync. So what this means is when we play online, yes, I should have no input delay or drops, and it shouldn't tear the screen. The VSync should fix that.
Yeah, it's gonna tear. I know it's correct, but it's just funny how he says that. Whoa, the screen's not gonna get torn, dude. It's awesome. The screen is gonna stay intact.
Or drops, and it shouldn't tear the screen. Because the VSync should fix that.
It's just a funny way to say it.
But
it's not going to tear the screen. Anti-aliasing? It's going to be aliasing. There will be no anti-aliasing. Aliasing will be allowed here. It's awesome.
There's this one weird thing about the game, and actually I'm kind of remembering it from when the game was in arcades, because I did play this in arcades, if you can believe it. This was the end of times I was going to like arcades, 2003-ish. So check this out.
Oh, please, yeah, check it out.
In the menus,
what's up?
The game has absolutely instant response time. I'm in the menu and I'm up and down on the joystick, and it's go immediately. Like no delay. The menus are ultra responsive. Then we.
Whoa, this is huge if true. Hold on a second. I gotta hear that again. The menus have no input delay? What the fuck? That's intense. This is the new era of gaming.
It's go immediately.
Whoa!
Like no delay. The menus are ultra responsive. Then when you actually go into the game,
yeah, what happens
then? The game
then?
has input delay.
No.
And I'm playing offline. I'm not playing online. I'm playing offline in training mode. And
oh
I
my
press
God.
the button and it's like, huh? Try it again. What? Yeah. And I remember when it was in arcades, it was the same. Because I remember trying to play. I was like, man, it feels like this game is really like slow-mo sluggish. Yeah, I think it's the game. I think the game was made that way. probably another reason why the game didn't catch on competitively. It's very slow
Okay.
to respond. So it really feels more like an older school fighting game.
Older school.
Than anything more modern with faster responses and stuff. You got to basically like guess and predict, and it's really, really weird. Now here's the thing.
It's older
I'm
school.
hoping we're gonna get some people on stream today who have played this game before, because I don't remember the mechanics. I think there's a mechanic where if you have
I'm not looking that shit up.
and you block a move, you can dash.
Oh, this super chat's about to get lammed. Is Final Fantasy never coming back? Final Fantasy fans have been waiting. Go fuck yourself.
Cancel out
What's
of
wrong
the
with you?
block,
Think we have time for that?
and then you could do a move of
Hell
your own.
no.
So let's say you're Hugo. You block a move, you dash, you can do command throw. And I think you can only do it when you have meter. So you have to like do it at the right time so it makes sense.
Right time.
But at the same time, I can't remember if it's a guaranteed hit or not. Like, it's not, is it like a parry in Street Fighter 3 where it freezes everything? Or is it just you dash and you have an opportunity to like grab from behind? I can't remember how it works. Also,
it's like that. Yeah,
there's
you should
something
know
called
it. Yep.
Exceed, which is supposed to be everyone's like final level super. It's like, consider it like the critical art in Street Fighter 6.
Okay,
but I
great.
don't remember how to do it. I actually don't remember how to activate it because it's in the moves list, and I was practicing. It was at maximum meter and everything. I was doing it, and no one's moves would come out. Okay. So I couldn't figure out. I hope we'll get some people here who've played this before.
Tell me what to
here's
do.
How the mechanics work.
Just tell me what to do, please. How do I play
you have
this
to do
game?
a dash in the middle of blocking. Timing seems strict. Right. So it's like
right.
You look for an opportunity when someone's attacking you. You dash out of the block, and then you can do like something from behind. You can do full combo or something. Right.
Sounds like you know it.
Meter. Exceed requires red health and 2 buttons. Okay, that's what it was. I had maximum bar, but I didn't have red health. So that's why I couldn't do the Exceed moves. Okay, so it's like critical art. All right, cool.
All right,
gotcha.
cool. Yeah, gotcha. Cool.
That makes sense. Okay,
that makes sense. Okay, now
so
I got
we'll
it.
see
Perfect.
today how this works out.
Perfect.
I predict hilarity because wait until you see how the Street Fighter characters look in this game.
Is he going to say? Okay, here's the poll. Is he going to say? Because you know how he likes to stick on stuff that he thinks is funny. Is he going to say human centipede again? That's it. And I think that's a good poll. There we go. Is he going to say human centipede again? Okay, he's already said it once. Will he repeat it again for the hilarity of it? Here we go.
It's hilarious. It's a laugh riot. Guile's hairdo, Dalsim, oh my god.
It's a laugh riot. That is something legitimately, you have to be 80 years old to say. Or if you're making a movie ads, it's a laugh riot. How old are
Dalsim in this game? The thing is, I don't want to spoil. I could tell you, but
I'll wait till I'll save my axe.
Spoil the fun we're about to have with this game with how silly it is. Okay, so we'll play it today. We'll have some fun, and we'll go from there. Tonight on the late stream, it's Street Fighter 6. Yes, it's online play, but I'm not going to use Bison tonight. I've decided I've done a lot of Bison. I want to take a night off from Bison tonight, and I'm leaning either towards Honda or Dalsim. I really enjoyed playing with both of those characters on Friday when I did the casual lobby, and I was like, man, I kind of miss these characters.
Kind of miss it.
And so I want to use them. So we'll see tonight. Maybe on stream I'll ask who people want, either Honda or Dalsim tonight in Street Fighter 6 online play. Okay? I'm off from streaming tomorrow. When we come back on Thursday, it'll be Fallout 4 continuing. We'll finish up the Nuka-Cola World DLC likely, and then some chill Stardew Valley. Friday, again, we'll do another fighting game fiesta. It'll be probably more SVC on the day stream and more Street Fighter on the night stream.
Oh, great.
Now,
can't wait.
Saturday. Is a big, exciting day, and I have some positive updates in regards to Saturday.
What, you decided what kind of food you're going to stuff down your throat?
Hold on. Excuse me. Ooh.
Yeah, speaking of burps, Saturday I will be eating. I will be door dashing barbecue.
The Digital Summer Party. My marathon, which I haven't done one for about 2 months. And I'm excited to hang out with you guys all day in a more casualized setting. It will not be a super complicated event. It will not be an event where we have set segments where we must do this and this and this. It's going to be very, very laid back. Okay.
Yes. So laid back, you don't have to show up.
Oh, really? Takaino Senshi says he's telling me about SVC now. There's 2 ways to do a guard step cancel. If you hold block and you press forward, it's 20% meter. Or if you hold block and you press B and C, it's 60% meter. So you want to dash then. You don't ever want to be pressing B and C. You want to dash.
Definitely. You sound like an expert.
Same, though? Are they identical?
Oh, yes, they are identical. They are basically identical. They are clones.
Or is one better than the other?
Do not care. Move on. Anyways, yes.
Thanks for telling me, but let's talk about the digital summer party, all right?
Thanks for telling me, but I don't give a shit right now.
First off, there's going to be booze and food. I'm going to order some food during the day, likely barbecue, but I'm not sure yet. I have to speak with my wife over the day off. We'll plan it out.
Right.
And there's going to be some booze. I'm going to go to the liquor store tomorrow and pick something out that I'll have during the event to drink all day. Okay? Hey,
Mr. Burnell, the usual? Nah, I gotta make it something for the DSP's DSP. Oh, that sounds fun, sir. Well, I've prepared your 2 handles of Tanqueray, of course, like you always ask for. Yeah, we'll keep them at the register for me, please. I will be buying some other stuff today. Thank you.
Dishing. We're going to do some fun, chill stuff. Number 1, we're going to do gameplay. What gameplay?
Whoa, well, wait, you don't do gameplay? That's new.
Fighter 6, we could do SVC.
Oh my God,
Stardew Valley.
No.
Or one thing that I actually definitely want to do, I'm going to get this game, the Nintendo World Championships, on the Switch, and we're going to play it. And we're going to do challenge runs in the various classic NES games that have been out, in this game set up. It's going to be fun because you guys are going to be voting in chat. You'll be like, I wonder, can Phil do this particular challenge run? And we'll see.
He's so hyped on this voting bullshit, the dumbest vote of all time.
Who has confidence that I can do it and who says I can't. And it's going to be pretty fun.
That's fun.
I feel.
Polls are fun.
Runs. I haven't done anything like this in a very long time.
If you like my polls, please
tip. Now, in addition to all the casualized gameplay that I'll be doing.
Casualized?
We're going to do a tier maker. But
all right, so I know I can see some LARPers here. I love casualized gameplay. You have outed yourself, sir.
A fan stepped up and made 2 awesome tier makers that we can do. Now, I don't think we're going to do both, but listen to these 2 awesome tier makers. Idea number 1, ranking all of the Souls-like games I've ever played.
Did Derek make these?
This includes the entire Dark Souls series, Demon Souls, Derek. Sekiro, Bloodborne, the Neos.
Thanks, Derek.
Lies of P, Another Crab's Treasure,
Good job, guys.
More, because I've played more than that.
Thanks,
so
Derek.
all of those, ranked together. That's number 1.
LARPers are teaming up right now. Good job, guys. There's like 1,000 people saying, thanks, Derek. Oh, sorry about that.
No, it was not Derek that made them. If you're going to keep picking on Derek, I'm just going to ban you right now so we don't have to bother with this bullshit today. All right? So just shut up about it.
Whoa! Okay, that's
easy. Number 2.
That's not making fun of Derek. He's made him before. That's legitimately a plausible situation, sir. Damn.
And this one I think might even be better. And I think this might be the one you guys want me to do.
Which one?
Someone has compiled the list of the top 2 most disappointing games.
Girlfriends I've ever had. There's 2 options. One is Leanna, and the second one is Catherine. We get to put them in a tier maker.
Games of the year per my countdowns for about 12 to 13 straight years. So you remember last year we ranked the best games of all time against each other from my previous countdowns? We can do the worst games ranking countdown now. So we could say, what's the worst of the worst? But maybe now, after time, there's some games that I think aren't so bad.
This is the...
Okay.
I don't even understand the premise here.
A really good tier maker to do. So I'm going to,
We're doing a tier maker of top 10 lists I've done?
You guys think about it over the next few days and we'll determine
horrible idea. Both
but I
are
think
actually
that'd
horrible.
Be a good one. It's a follow-up to the one we did a year ago, and that one was very popular. So I'm excited to see what are the absolute worst games of the last 13 plus years. We can do the tier maker to rank them.
He's doing the worst 10 games game. What are the so yeah, negativity sells though, right, Philip?
So just think about that. We're gonna have some booze and some food. We're going to be playing various different games.
So
we're going to be doing some Nintendo World Championship stuff, and we're going to do some tier maker fun.
So like every other time.
It should be a really fun marathon event.
Yes.
It's a great day if you just want to come by and hang out and see what I'm up to and just have a good time. It's a good day to support the channel and to support the community. A lot of people maybe come by. You want to give some memberships? That'll be a great day to do it because there'll be a lot of people on stream. Okay?
Will we?
So it's good stuff. I hope you'll be here this Saturday all day long for the marathon event. Then on Sunday, it's React Day with my clip show, DSP versus the Internet over on DSP Reacts, and are returning to the retro react of Mario and Sonic at the 2012 London Olympic Games on DSP Throwback on the late stream. That coincides with the actual real-life Olympics.
Why are we burping so much?
That we're actually doing it at exactly the same time.
Our burping is on level red right now. We are code black burping right now. Oh my God, is that serious?
Whoa. For the rest of the week, we'll play it by Burger King.
B said, Orog says, I think he has a whale stepping up to give him 1,000 pounds, and that's why he is so excited about this. You think? I think he always starts excited like this. He always hopes for the best, you know?
By ear, here's the thing. Since I'm going to buy the Nintendo World Championships game, that's one we can also put in the rotation. So we're going to continue on. We'll probably do some SVC, some Nintendo World Championships from time to time. We're going to be working on finishing up Fallout 4 and Street Fighter 6 in the mix. It's going to be a good time. It's going to be a good balance of stuff over the next week. And then, of course, as we head into August, we can see how much time permits if we have time for more stuff or stuff like that.
Oh, great.
Okay?
Sounds good. So
awesome. That's what's going on here on my channels right now, and I hope that all sounds good to you.
Your knob just a little beyond the breaking point.
Mr. Atkins says, worst games equals top 10 games with less tips.
Also, an update. We're in the home stretch of the LA Noire playthrough.
That'd be funny.
On DSP
like,
Throwback.
what playthroughs got him the least money? Starting with, I don't know what it would be. Bassmaster?
Probably finish within 1 to 1.5 weeks. And it's been determined the next playthrough I'm going to do over there will be one of my original Grand Theft Auto playthroughs.
Oh my God!
GTA
Whoa!
3,
yeah.
GTA Vice City,
yeah,
or GTA San Andreas. But I need your feedback on which one you want to see first. Which classic GTA?
GTA 1, actually.
Would you like to know?
I want the top down
first.
The top down GTA, please. I would love that one. Talk about classic.
Opinion, because that's going to come soon. Within like probably 2 weeks, we're going to start. So I need your opinions on this. Let me know, and we'll go from there. I will definitely take in all of your feedback and weigh and balance that.
Yeah,
see,
please
there you
wait.
go. Listen to this. Some people say Vice City. Well, San Andreas is my comfort GTA because it was my first one. No, not GTA 4. You're all talking nonsense. I'm not remastering the GTA 4 playthrough. We're talking about the ones I did with the camera.
GTA 4. You guys are in sync today. It's going great. You guys are killing it. Say GTA 4.
Sakaido Senshi, absolutely. He says he has more mechanics he can tell me about, like the cancels. Yeah, I have no idea how to cancel in this game, SVC. So if you could tell me how to do that, I'd appreciate that too. Okay?
Get help, brother. Get help.
Okay, so, good stuff, right?
Anything else?
All good stuff coming up. I'm very excited for this.
Let's get the gameplay.
In August is going to be a heavy reacting month. Because in August, it's going to be...
You have 2 extra days of reacting. That means it's a heavy reacting month.
Me reacting to the Review Tech USA documentary by June the King once it releases. And then it's going to be me reacting to my own documentary once it releases. So, we're going to have a good amount of stuff to discuss. All right? Cool. All right. I think we're done with all of that. I think now what we should do is we should head into... my favorite segment.
Dented News.
Your favorite segment. Everyone's favorite segment here on the Level 1 podcast.
Let me click it real quick.
It's a little segment that I like to call DSP News. And in this segment, it's a little segment that I like to call DSP News.
Okay, that's the transition?
In this segment,
great.
You know what we do? We talk about news. So let's do that. Okay, we have a few stories for today.
All right.
Some interesting stories to cover today.
Oh, great. Let's check my phone real quick. Hold on, quick pull.
Is that it is official.
Shawn Michaels.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, that's right, the one that's out right now, will be hitting Game Pass tomorrow. 100%. Anyone who has Game Pass will now have access to the game without paying any additional fee.
Okay, you're done now, so move on.
On playing Call of Duty this year, because you didn't want to drop $70 plus tax, I don't blame you. But now you can play it as a Game Pass subscriber. And again, it looks like moving forward every year, Call of Duty will be on Game Pass. So, so check it out if you're interested. If you're not, well, then it's probably not big news for you at all, right?
Yep. Okay. Move on.
Okay. Also, Player First Games, which is the company that makes Multiverses, has officially been purchased by Warner Brothers Games and is now part of the Warner Brothers Games family.
Okay, no one cares.
Now,
move on.
This announcement comes on the heels of MVS releasing about a month and a half ago. And the fighting game community basically is torn on the game. Some people
I've seen 2 people talking about it on Twitter. One was positive about it. The other one was talking about anything else. And I saw one person say pussy in bio, but I didn't know what that meant. So people are clearly split on this issue.
Like it. Some people don't like it at all. It seems like it's going to have more of a casualized fan base than a competitive fan base.
Casualized fan bases are the best.
Of course, it's releasing its expansion this week, which is Season 2, which is going to have Samurai Jack and Beetlejuice, I believe.
Oh, Beetlejuice.
And
shout-outs to Beetlejuice.
They made it clear that even though the studio is now owned by Warner Brothers Games, the people who are in charge at Player First Games will remain in charge and essentially work independently. It's not like, oh, we're going to completely shift the management around and the whole philosophy.
Basically, any tweet that has any traction at all, you can find that tweet in it.
Of the company will change. They're going to basically work.
It's not hard.
As kind of an independent.
Shouldn't say that. It is hard, but it's not hard to find the tweet.
Entity continuing to make the multiverses games. So,
thank you.
Will this mean more good news or bad news for MVS? I don't know. You would think it would be good news, right? You would
could
hope,
not care about anything less.
We'll see.
Yes. I would rather. I care about the.
Let's do the good story first, and then we'll do the controversial news story.
Okay. I can't wait for this.
The good story is that Capcom, in the last 10 to 11 years, while the rest of the gaming industry seems to have been collapsing, Capcom has had a complete and utter turnaround. Meaning, at one point 10 years...
The gaming community has been collapsing? What did he say was collapsing?
The rest of the gaming industry seems to have been collapsing.
Oh, yeah. Gaming industry
Capcom
collapsing,
has had a complete and utter turnaround. Meaning, at one point 10 years ago, Capcom was doing poorly.
Mm-hmm.
They had flops, such as Street Fighter Cross Tekken and Resident Evil 6. And Capcom, in the last 11 years, completely turned their company around. They reinvigorated Street Fighter. They reinvigorated Resident Evil. Monster Hunter became a worldwide phenomenon of sales and success. So what is the secret that Capcom has? Because if you look at the rest of the games industry, you got other companies that are failing, sales flops, laying off employees, closing studios, right? And why is it that Capcom seems to be so successful right now amid this industry where everyone else is claiming the industry is on a downturn, right? I mean, we had Phil Spencer, the head of Xbox Gaming, come out, oh, the whole industry right now is in a slump. Like, actually, Phil, if you had a brain in your fucking head, you look around you and see there's companies that are doing well. You're just not doing the things that they're doing, and that's why you're failing.
Yeah, definitely. So, they've actually tracked it, and the reason for Capcom's success is jury's feet. It's crazy.
Here is Capcom outlining the reasons why it was able to stay successful and have 11 years of consecutive operating profit growth. Okay? Number one.
Cammy's left butt cheek.
Carrying out pricing strategies with a shift from physical retail stores to digital sales directly online. What do you mean by that? Well, I think we can all agree that digital sales have become way bigger than physical sales, right? Games are selling more digitally now.
Oh, fuck. Here. We need this. Thank you, Carol. Thank you, Carol.
Than physical. It's just a fact. You can't dispute it, okay? And Capcom has embraced that. Capcom has found ways to distribute their games well, price them well. They're not price gouging online, which is good. And they're releasing their games day one digital across all platforms. If you haven't noticed, there's no, Resident Evil will come out on this platform first and then this platform. No, they're doing it all across the board the same, right? So there you go. That's a good strategy. Don't screw with people. Have the digital pricing the same. Have the games come out at the same time. I agree. I think that was a good idea. Number two.
Cammy's right butt cheek.
Counts on past series titles in conjunction with the launch of a new release. So, if you're going to release a new Resident Evil, discount all your old Resident Evils and push that as a sale. If you're going to sell a new fighting game...
I'm not doing research on this, but I am very confident other companies do that too, but all right.
The old iterations of the fighting game and have that as a sale, right? Yeah, that makes complete and utter sense.
Complete and utter sense.
Probably who are already hyped for the new one will maybe want to go down memory lane and play the old one. Or
definitely.
Vice versa. Maybe you've played the new one, you love it, and now you want to see the history of where the game has been, but you never played it before.
Basically, the only company that doesn't do that is like Nintendo, because they don't do anything. They don't put anything for sale. Big ups, Copeside Phil says, coming from the guy who always says how awful Capcom has managed Street Fighter 6, how broken the online is, but now he says they're amazing and great. I know. He's said so many times throughout his fucking whatever bigocy how Capcom sucks. They're the worst. I'm never buying anything again from them, but they keep getting money from him, so at the very least. Sikorsky Vice President says Romance Chew. Big ups, Sikorsky Vice President, for sure, always.
Well, get it at a discount, right? Great strategy.
Here's a fun fact. Our 11th anniversary happened this week, my friends. Already passed, but it happened.
Thoroughly managing and maintaining a 5-year development map for all of its games.
Whoa!
Now that actually might be the biggest one. And here's why I say that.
Thank you, everybody.
If you look at other games.
111th, yes.
All right?
Correct.
That were planned to be big hits but flopped, there's a reason for it, and it's usually bad planning or really bad execution of the plan. I'll give you a perfect example of this.
Oh, cool.
Halo Infinite.
Oh, God.
Halo Infinite on launch was lauded by critics and players alike as the best Halo in about a decade. It had a different kind of campaign that was interesting. It had online play that at launch was very fun, and people said, okay, give us more. What's the plan? To which 343 Industry says, base game. You've released the base for improvement. Like, what? Dude, you not understand? It's modern day now. This is not Halo 3 days on the Xbox 360.
Definitely.
People are expecting content out of your games. How can you just drop the game and be like, oh, we didn't know? What are you talking about? We don't have any, They literally didn't have any plan. So when the fans within 2 months said, this is boring, we want more, 343 said, well, we're not ready to release any content yet. And the entire player base left.
Definitely.
How you can botch something like that so big, I have no clue, but they managed to do it. All right? And if you look at most of the games that have been total flops, all right, it's basically because the studios didn't plan properly or execute properly.
Yep,
take a look
correctly.
at Suicide Squad. All right? You have a studio.
Oh, God. Okay. This was the next suggestion. We need a palate cleanser real quick.
Intergalactic confrontation. No one can beat Chef Ramsay.
Hell yeah!
What's next?
Why don't you try relaxing?
But now he's about to land in a place even he isn't prepared for. Suburbia.
Get to know the locals. Blend in.
Look at this
Which
guy.
ones are the right ones?
You have to squeeze it a bit.
Wow, I found a good one.
Oh, Philip would be acting so hard on that.
That is known for a trilogy of amazing
Next up,
single
we'll do
player
Suburban
Batman
Nanny. I got it.
narrative games.
Or whatever, not Suburban Nanny.
Instead of continuing
Mr. Nanny.
on with that greatness and laying out the groundworks for success, you tell that studio to make a looter shooter online cooperative game that's going to basically have like season pass style content in a games as a service setting. Huh? That was your plan. That's your 5-year plan.
Well,
Change
how about your 10-year plan? How was that going?
everything the studio is known for doing well. Don't do something else well. Do something else that everyone else has already done before you.
I don't know
and
what
do it
game he's talking
poorly.
about. I do not care either. Oh yeah,
Right?
face palm into the mirror check, into the OBS check, and then fix the hair.
Poorly.
Watch, bam! Check out myself.
Right? Just imagine, right? If right now Resident Evil said Resident Evil 9 will be an online co-op shooter with season pass content, games as a service. Do you think it would do well? So, yeah, that's basically that's where Capcom is doing well. They know what their strengths are, and they lay out 5-year plans for each release to have seasonal content that people want, don't feel ripped off at spending on, and then they hyper-focus
Oh,
on
Nathan, you know the 10-year plan? 10-year plan, man. That's the lore drop.
on their strengths. Like, and the
10-year plan is what Philip Smott made him promise to when she gave him enough money to get on the tax plan, because a tax payment plan. He needed a lot of money to get enough to pay for to get on the tax payment plan, and his mommy said, "Okay, I'll do this if you have a 10-year plan in place." Philip obviously said, "Go fuck yourself, mommy. Just give me the money, all right?"
The funny part is, okay, if you look at all those 3 things that I just mentioned,
I forget all of
do
them.
any of those sound like revolutionary strategies? Carrying out pricing strategies with the shift from physical retail to digital,
Yes.
Discount on past titles in conjunction with the launch of a new one. And thoroughly managing and maintaining a 5-year development plan for each game.
Mind-blowing.
Does that sound like rocket science?
Yes, it does actually.
No, right? But that just proves that the people who are in charge at Capcom are something that the rest of the gaming industry is missing.
Street smart?
You ready for this?
Yes, please say street smart.
They are gamers who are insightful to the gaming community.
Fuck, I wanted street smart.
They're listening to what people want, and they're giving people what they want. You couldn't have had a bigger turnaround from Street Fighter V to 6. Street Fighter V completely botched. Street Fighter 6 did everything right. That's why Capcom is successful. They're not just sitting there in their boardrooms making arbitrary decisions on how to pay their shareholders. They're making good products. They're selling them smartly. They're developing for them wisely. They're playing to their strengths. They're doing everything that anyone with common fucking sense could do.
I like the buzzwords. Smartly, wisely. Great Lobster with the Hogan. Look at that. I think we just got a Hogan on the card as well. Hogan's all over the place.
The problem is the other key people in the gaming industry are disconnected from gaming, and they don't understand the industry anymore.
Correct.
They actually still think that games as a service will sell. You're already 2-3 years outdated. By the time you make the games as a service game, the fad has passed.
Nice.
They're running behind. They're running scared, trying to play catch up instead of being at the front of where they should be, the forefront. And that's sad. You know, the Yves Guillemot, the Phil Spencer, they're not the fucking Todd Howard. They are not in line with what modern gamers want anymore. They're dinosaurs. They need to retire and put people with brains who are in tune with modern gamers in places of power. And then these companies would find a turnaround. Because the truth is, no, gaming is not in a slump. The management of gaming is in a slump.
Oh, okay, now we got it.
Phil Spencer is the problem with Xbox.
My mind is going to melt. Give me more Hogan. Come on, Hogan, save us.
You got any idea what we're going to do to you?
Let me guess. You're gonna pound my face.
What are you, nuts? It's the 90s. We're gonna sue you.
They have bizarre means of protection.
Stand back where you are. No, please, wait. Let's talk about this. No.
There are dangers he's never seen.
My mom could stand longer than that.
Philip would legitimately love this movie.
Xbox, not the gamers who want to buy games and play them on their Xbox.
He'd be acting so fucking hard.
But he doesn't want to admit that because then he has to look in the mirror and realize he's the problem and fucking get the fuck out of there and put someone else in power who's smart. And he doesn't want to lose his job.
Philip would love that. We got to figure out if he has that movie. Oh, all right. Any SOK account. When it comes time for questions, ask him what his favorite Hulk Hogan movie is. I think he might legitimately answer that. Probably not, though, because it's Hogan. God damn it.
Anyway, all right. So,
okay.
Capcom
Who cares?
has continually sold games over the long term and achieved increased operating profits of over 10% each year. Each year, Capcom is making 10% more profit. At a time when, again, the rest of the industry is complaining, oh, we're in a slump, Capcom increases their profits 10% every year. How can you tell me we're in a slump?
Yep, definitely. One company
now, in addition to
is
that,
the whole industry.
Capcom, because they made that statement, a lot of people were actually shocked. They were like,
one company is the same as the whole industry. Yes,
shifted from digital from physical. Is that what you're saying the future is? And then Capcom actually clarified for their investors. They said, no, please listen. We believe there is still significant demand for physical games, and despite the rise of digital game popularity, we want to continue selling physical copies for those who want them. And in fact, here's their direct quote. Given that a significant number of end users demand physical games, we currently do not expect to eliminate the physical medium.
Can you just post the link,
so
sir? It's
keep
easier.
Selling physical as long as people want them and we'll pay for them, right? There you go. Cool. So that was the positive story for today. Capcom doing everything right, being successful. Sounds good to me. And I like their games. I like Resident Evil right now. I like Street Fighter right now. Monster Hunter is one that maybe I'll get into at some point. I think I would have liked it if I ended up playing it, but you guys found it very boring years ago. Maybe if there's a more modern Monster Hunter coming out, I'll check it out. Okay. All right, cool.
Okay, cool. Anything else? All right, cool.
Now the big story for today, the one that we're all waiting for.
No one's waiting for it.
So as you know, recently I've been talking about Assassin's Creed Shadows, right? Just the other day there was a story how it was discovered that the whole narrative that Yasuke was a samurai was completely fabricated by a...
That is incorrect. So we're already starting with lies? We're already starting with lies? It was a disputed fact that there was historians that said he was a samurai, and there was some that said he wasn't. And let's, just so we know where he's coming from, I'll show you the part. They didn't apologize, by the way. I mean, they kind of did, but they said, like, this is the kind of the important point. He says, creative liberties and historical inspiration. While we strive for authenticity in everything we do, Assassin's Creed games are works of fiction inspired by real historic events and figures. From its inception, the series has taken creative license and incorporated fantasy elements to craft engaging and immersive experiences. The reputation of Yasuke in our game is an illustration of this. His unique and mysterious life made him a ideal candidate for telling Assassin's Creed story while the setting of Fueled with Japan as a backdrop. Okay? It was not an apology. They're not apologizing for it. They're kind of just trying to settle the flames of, you know, the people that are on Twitter too fucking much.
A white male historian who worked at a Japanese university. He literally exaggerated and made it up so that he could write several articles and books, and he could be interviewed and be a prominent guy in the Japanese educational scene. However, when this character was selected to be one of the main characters of Assassin's Creed Shadows, people started doing research and found out there's actually no historical basis to prove what this guy has said. They researched him and found out this guy is a scam artist. He was going on to Wikipedia, and he was writing and editing his own articles to corroborate his own bullshit that he made up. The university he worked for found this out, fired him, and completely erased his existence from anything they've ever done, as if he never existed as a human.
Okay.
The guy went into hiding.
I know. the what he did, I know, he's just saying stuff. Like, it's so hard to keep up with all the shit he's saying wrong. You know, first of all, there was there's the question of if Yasuke exists or not is not the question, by the way. I mean, he does exist. I don't know what to tell you. And yeah, this is true too, though. He quoted his own work. Right? He quoted his own work.
And deleted all of his social...
So he made stupid studies quoting his own stuff, which is fucked up. It's legitimately fucked up. I mean, you shouldn't do that, but come on.
Never existed as a human. The guy went into hiding and deleted all of his social media accounts. Okay? So while all this is happening, the Japanese government started to investigate and basically is looking into
Incorrect.
What's really going on with Ubisoft.
So incorrect. This is one of the things that comes from, you know, the people on Twitter that they make their living by being pissed on about things. This is people were saying like it's going to be a government's going to step in and shit. There is nothing, and I do repeat, no one in the government of Japan that gives two fucks about this. Everyone in Japan that I know didn't even know what they were talking about when I brought it up. It's only people that are on Twitter too much, that need shit to bitch about, to get people to pay attention to their stuff, that cared about this. I mean, that's just the long and short of it. Choose to believe me or not, I don't know. It's people on Twitter that need shit to get pissed about, and that's it.
All of this is going on. Overnight, Ubisoft issued an apology to the Japanese country.
Incorrect. I showed you it.
I'm serious. They outright apologized to all of Japan. Are you ready? I'm going to read it word
Please,
for word.
Let's hear the apology to Japan.
The Ubisoft apology to Japan as a whole. Here we go. To our esteemed Japanese community, a message from the Assassin's Creed Shadows development team. First, we want to express our heartfelt thanks for all of your support for the Assassin's Creed series, which now has its own history spanning almost 20 years. Over this time, we have explored various settings, time periods, and characters, from an assassin during the Third Crusade to a Viking in the 9th century England, and countless more. For many of our team, creating an Assassin's Creed game set in feudal Japan has been a long-cherished dream. Since the announcement of Assassin's Creed Shadows, we have received many positive reactions, but also some criticism, including from you, our Japanese players. We share your passion for history and deeply respect your care for the historical and cultural...
I'll wait for the apology, Philip. You tell me when we get there.
...integrity of your rich heritage.
Okay,
we would like to address a few...
Where's the sorry there, sir?
...points to clarify our intentions and creative decisions.
Okay, let's hear the apology. We'll wait for that.
Overall authenticity efforts. We have put significant effort into ensuring an immersive and respectful representation of feudal Japan. However, our intention has never been to present any of our Assassin's Creed games, including Assassin's Creed Shadows, as factual representations of history or historical characters. Instead, we aim to spark curiosity and encourage players to explore and learn more about the historical settings that we get inspired by. So,
okay, so was that the apology or
what they want you to do is research and find out that Yasuke actually wasn't a samurai. That's
what?
just a genius statement right there.
What?
Assassin's Creed Shadows is first and foremost designed to be an entertaining video game that tells a compelling historical fiction set in feudal Japan. Our team extensively
compelling historical fiction set in Japan
collaborated with external consultants, historians, researchers, and internal teams at Ubisoft Japan to inform our creative choices. And so here's my question. So how many of them told you that Yasuke wasn't a samurai? Because they all should have.
Incorrect.
Because that's history. That's fact.
Incorrect. I'm not getting into it, but it's
right?
incorrect.
So
that is not a fact that anyone has distinct proof of. There's proof on both sides of it. No one fucking knows. It was a long fucking time ago. You know what I'm saying?
We collaborated with people who told you otherwise. They're bunk, idiotic morons who lied to you.
They should listen to you.
That doesn't make it better. It just makes it that you're still wrong. Let's continue. Despite these sustained efforts, we acknowledge that some elements in our promotional materials have caused concern within the Japanese community. For this, we sincerely apologize. Are you aware, guys, that what they've shown so far, the sword that Yasuke is using looks exactly like Zoro's sword from One Piece? Yeah, they copied it. It looks exactly the same.
So is
they
that
made the main
bad
character
too, or?
A black samurai that didn't exist, and now he's using the sword from One Piece. Wow, what a historical representation of Japan, huh?
First of all, the game's not out, but second,
it's so funny. I wish it was a joke. I wish I was making this up. I'm not. This is a true story going on right now. Okay? Okay, continuing on.
So here's the apology part. The apology part is, first of all, they didn't apologize. They said, we apologize for the concern. That's what they said. That's not apologize for what they did. They said, we have caused concern within the Japanese community. For this, we sincerely apologize for causing you concern. Okay, gotcha. That's not an apology, though.
All game footage presented so far is in development, and the game will keep evolving until launch.
Yes.
So you want to know what this is? I'll tell you what it is. Ubisoft is saying, so now because you complained, we're going to change it. So now that sword will change. They're going to change the things people complained about because they got called out for it.
So isn't that how the universe should work? People get called out for things and try to change things to make more people happy?
Would have done that if they weren't called out for it, though, but that's essentially what they're saying right now.
Isn't that how the world works? Based on the constructive
criticism we have received, we will continue our efforts until we put this game into your hands and beyond. We also want to clarify that while we have been consulting with many people throughout the development process, they are in no way responsible for the decisions that are taken by the creative team in the interest of gameplay and entertainment. So basically what they're saying is don't attack the people who are our consultants because we made bad decisions. Consequently, we respectfully request any criticism not be directed at our collaborators, both internal and external. So again, don't blame our collaborators for our bad decisions.
Okay. Seems pretty normal.
All right. Creative liberties and historical inspirations.
Yeah, Philip, this is the part you're going to have to really work on to make sound bad. Here we go.
While we strive for authenticity in everything that we do, Assassin's Creed games are works of fiction inspired by real historical events and figures. From its inception, the series has taken creative license and incorporated fantasy elements to craft engaging and immersive experiences. The representation of Yasuke in our game is an illustration
That's
of
what I say, Mr. Void.
His unique and mysterious life. Love how they say this. His unique and mysterious life. Oh, like it's fucking some big deal. It's going to be a shittily written video game, just like all these fucking games recently. But
okay,
anyway.
that's... Like, I don't give a shit. Like, I really don't give a shit about this issue, but it's just funny that when he is complaining about it, it's still funny.
They make him an ideal candidate to tell an Assassin's Creed story with the setting of feudal Japan as a backdrop. While Yasuke is depicted as a samurai in Assassin's Creed Shadows, we acknowledge that this is a matter of debate and discussion.
Correct.
We have woven this carefully into our narrative, and with our other lead character, the Japanese shinobi Nao or No or Neo, however you say it,
as long as you got, easy for you to say.
Equally important in the game. Our dual protagonists provide players with different gameplay styles. Who cares? Like, what does it have to do with anything?
What do you want him to say?
We really value your feedback and encourage you to continue sharing your thoughts respectfully. While we understand that meeting everyone's expectations is very difficult, we sincerely hope that when Assassin's Creed Shadows launches on November 15th, players in Japan and around the world will appreciate the dedication, effort, and passion we have poured into it, the Assassin's Creed Shadows development team. So essentially...
Okay, here we go. I'm sure he's going to he's going to TLDR this very correctly here. Here we go.
An apology, but not really.
Yes.
What they're basically saying is,
at least you said
we acknowledge that we're taking massive creative liberties with Japanese history, and we hope that you understand that it's just a game, so please don't be upset with us and still buy our game. So what this will result in, I predict, is no one in Japan is going to buy the game. Because instead of saying nothing, that non-apology is a slap in the face to those in Japan who actually are upset. So they're not going to buy it. Not that it matters,
we'll
because
see.
Assassin's Creed was never a huge seller in Japan regardless.
Oh, yeah, that's true too, though.
The point here was, we've been waiting for an Assassin's Creed in Japan for a very long time. This was their chance to do the right thing and do something interesting.
Where'd you hear this?
Instead, they went this weirdo route. And because of that, now people are upset. Like, I mean, think about it. Imagine if you actually were Japanese and you were like, man, I can't wait for Assassin's Creed to finally be in Japan. And then they announce that the main protagonist is a black samurai who didn't even exist and a female shinobi, of which there's probably almost none ever in the history of Japan.
A source, please, Philip?
Why aren't you representing
Could we get a source on that, Philip?
Our actual history? Why did you make up a fantasy story so ridiculously fabricated and silly rather than something that could have actually happened in feudal Japan? I can kind of get that, right? I totally could understand that you've been waiting all this time to be represented, and instead of being represented, here's a weird outside fringe case what-if scenario that isn't even representative of your culture. So why did they even bother putting it in Japan
Definitely.
then, right? So I get it. I can understand why people would be upset. Personally, I'm more in the camp of, dude, it's just a video game.
You wouldn't have got that from this rant. Jesus Christ. You said it was good news. You said it's great news. Personally, I don't care. Wow.
Personally, I'm more in the camp of, dude, it's just a video game.
Wow.
It's Assassin's Creed. Didn't you see the last several ones? They weren't very good. Okay, like,
so
let's be honest.
What are we doing here then?
Ivor, the fucking Viking, do you think that was historically accurate? It's Assassin's Creed, and he's not even an assassin.
Yeah,
he wasn't even an assassin.
Did you do the same rant for that? Vikings were very upset about that. Vikings hated that.
So, you know what I mean? Like,
Vikings were going nuts on that.
I see this from the perspective of, I don't care, because they're already doing hack job games anyway. So I wasn't expecting this to be historically accurate. You want something way better would be Ghost of Tsushima. Now, that's not historically accurate 100%, but at least they tried to incorporate real history into it and not go off the deep end with some weirdo situation, right?
So you're saying now that Assassin's Creed is not basing it off of history at all? Okay.
Right? But, yeah, like I understand why there might be uproar, but I'm of the impression these guys have been doing this kind of shit with their games for a long time. I don't know why this one is so polarizing. Like, I didn't hear people of Viking heritage from, like, Norway and shit coming out and complaining about Assassin's Creed.
I appreciate it.
Right? I didn't hear people from Greece complaining about Assassin's Creed Odyssey. But we have Japanese people complaining about Assassin's Creed Shadows.
No, we don't.
Right?
We do on Twitter, yeah. You can find people complaining about anything on Twitter, brother. You can find Italians complaining about Mario on Twitter, brother.
Okay. Exactly. Lord Xlaw just said, why would you be mad about Yasuke when Bayek, Ivor, Ezio never existed?
Definitely.
Okay. But you could argue, for example, Ezio. You could argue that with Ezio, they tried to put a fictional character into a historical time period that kind of made sense. It wasn't like Ezio was Chinese in the middle of Italy, and he's the main character of Assassin's Creed 2, right? You understand?
That's a way different situation because no one's arguing if Yasuke actually existed. He was a black person that lived in Japan. The uproar is about his place. Was he a samurai? Was he a shield bearer, a sword bearer? That's the issue here.
Essentially, what they're complaining about. Imagine if Khetshow was Chinese.
Yes.
Okay, I could see. Okay, why?
Insanely irrelevant point. Thank you.
You might be a little upset if you were Italian.
Yes.
Anyway,
yes, correct.
All right.
Correct.
Anyway,
nice.
So now we're gonna see what happens. Okay, I'm really interested to see what happens.
And by the way, I'll be buying the deluxe edition the first day it drops.
This game moving forward. For me, I wasn't expecting it to be historically accurate. I expected it to be pretty silly regardless. But now even more so, like, what are they gonna do with this game? You know, they could go different ways. They could literally push it to the extreme and do insanely not even possible things. Just because
they can make him have like rubber arms and stuff, and have the girl that can like make 1,000 arms and stuff, and then they can have this swords guy, but he like bites one of the swords, so he's like 3 swords. That'd be kind of cool. Then they have this other dude where he's a good cook, but he like kicks. He doesn't use his hands. He needs his hands for his cooking. And then they have this reindeer dude that can change forms. That'd be crazy, dude. But Japan would never do that.
They want to fuck with people now, right? They really could. I could see that. I could totally see them going that extreme way. At the same time, they did this non-apology, and I wonder, because they're saying, oh, we're still evaluating what's actually going to be in the game. Will they change stuff now? Will they change the sword? Will they change other things that people have complained about?
They should make
whatever,
Yasuke
right?
like Australian. That'd be the best.
I don't know. But
that's what I want.
It's very odd. It's a very odd situation. I feel like 10 years ago, no one would have said a word.
You know, like they say, like, Yasuke-sama, naneshiteru? G'day, mate. That'd be the best.
Word about any of this. It wouldn't have been.
Time to throw another shrimp on the barbie.
On either side, like, there would have been no complaints. No one would have taken it so seriously. Everyone would have been like, it's just a fucking video game. Who cares? Right? Today, it's like everyone
That's
gets
what we need.
so
for re-upping your
pissy
membership.
about everything. And I kind of scratch my head about it. It's like,
that's not a katana. This is a katana.
So, guys, you realize it's a video game, right? Like, it's not real. It's supposed to be something that we can do to enjoy fantasy, to make us forget about real life stresses and stuff. Why are we approaching it so seriously? Okay?
Definitely.
But anyway, it's going to be
Thank you for
controversial with
re-upping
all
your
the shit
membership.
going
I
on
appreciate that.
around it. I can't
Yes.
imagine how it's not going to be a big controversial release when it comes out in November.
Definitely. Controversial.
Okay.
Yes, anyways.
Anyway.
I've already pre-ordered the Deluxe Edition, Supreme Edition. I will get the actual bust of Yasuke in all its glory.
That's that. That's what I have for game news today. I hope you enjoyed the segment.
Thank you. Big ups. Jay Wuso says, this isn't news. That's like your mama. I talk a lot of shit, but I fucked with drama. This isn't news. His old man yells at everything. Correct. But then says at least an old man that yells usually has some conviction. At the end of this, you know what we get? We get, I don't care that much. But he frames it as if it's the biggest deal of all time, which is just the best.
What a dumb bitch.
Smitty, Weberman, Jensen says Rocky versus Hogan next. Oh, come on. That'd be an epic film. Alien versus Predator, Rocky versus Hogan. Lunar Guardian says Phil has 0 reading comprehension. Yeah, because we saw. This is an apology. Here, you're going to love this apology. Then he read it, and then he kind of got it and said, like, so it's kind of a non-apology. All right. Slime Privilege in the house says, imagine that you're an Italian, right? You're waiting for Pizza Tower to come out, and it turns out Peppino isn't a real Italian. What a bunch of morons.
Cool.
Q&A?
Stealthy Kubo says the sword will now be changed to the Moonlight Sword from Dark Souls. There you go. Dark Maggot says the only historically accurate things about Assassin's Creed is the setting, buildings, and historical figures. The story is always a completely different thing. Exactly. Like,
is that exactly?
Sure.
So then why do they need, why is apologizing a good thing, by the way? Ooh, inquisitive. I'm going to take this opportunity. I usually wait for a better one, but this is a rare inquisitive corner demon. Inquisitive style. Now that's rare. That's rare to see. This stick in the house says, of all the Phil's characters, I love Phil the Predictive. He's never wrong or completely out of touch or making something out of nothing. Correct this stick.
Thinking back in history, I don't recall our world leaders chasing objects of power like the Apple of Eden. Right?
What?
Right, I don't think so. I don't recall that at all.
Oh, he's talking about old
right?
stories from Assassin's Creed. My bad.
Anyway.
I was no clue what he's talking about for a second.
Okay.
I checked out.
So,
whoa.
would I take a job as a gaming consultant?
Yeah, please.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I would tell these people exactly what to do, and they'd be multi-zillionaires if they listened to me. Everyone knows that. No one disagrees whatsoever.
Oh, Jasper looks like getting ready for a piss.
And by the way, welcome to Jasper Kitty.
Jasper, drop it.
He finally came on stream.
Pee, please pee.
The door's been open the whole time. He finally showed up.
Pee.
He's like, oh, is the nonsensical news done? Now I can show up on stream. Here he is.
Nonsensical news. Then why
Looking
do you
good today.
Why do you promote it like it's a cool if you're going to say it's nonsensical?
Jasper Kitty. All right.
Looking cool. What do you say?
Looking good today, Jasper Kitty. All right.
Looking good today, Jasper Kitty. What the
All right.
fuck?
So, let's get the shout outs. We start off today with Zyla, who did a super chat and says, is Final Fantasy VII ever coming back because the fans are waiting?
Great question.
Zyla, you obviously have not been paying any attention to my content.
Can you please answer the question?
Weeks. We all talked this out.
No one did. You talked this out and decided that's what everyone thought. So let's hear this.
All right. And we figured out that it's going to take me about 60 hours to beat Final Fantasy VII Rebirth if I resume it. I'm only 20 hours in, and the game's anywhere from 60 to 80 hours long. All right. We talked about the time frame that I have. I have between right now, and the 20th of August to play stuff. Because after that, we've
Not a fan of this bow. Not a fan of this drip on Jasper. I know this is very serious news. This drip on Jasper's not working with me. I think you need a brighter color bow here. The bow just mixes in with his own fur too much. You got to brighten that puppy up. I'm not a bow man myself anyway, in general, but you can liven that up.
Because after that, we've got Black Myth Wukong. We've got the rumor that the Marvel collection is coming out. We've got Star Wars Outlaws. We've got the Black Ops 6 beta. And that's just a few things to mention, okay? There's more coming than that, but those are the few things that come to mind.
Yeah.
All right, that are coming up around that time period, right? So with that being said,
shout outs.
Do I have 60 gameplay hours to play Final Fantasy VII right now during July, August? No, I don't. Why should I resume that now and then never finish it, right? In addition to that.
You do that with 1,000 games. You do that with Fallout 2. I mean, what the fuck? Just play a game people want. Is it really just the boobs we don't want to see?
Talking with everyone here on streams or whatever, okay? There is a vocal minority of people who wish that I would go back to the game.
Yeah.
But every time I pose a question,
Jasper,
no one can seem to answer it.
Jasper.
Here's the question.
Drop it.
If there really is demand for me to bring back Final Fantasy VII Rebirth,
there is a significant amount of demand.
The game, finish it, etc. Where were those people when it was a new game and no one showed up to the streams? Because
that's
if you
the
remember,
problem.
My final stream of the game had less than 200 viewers and had like a $10 of support. Right?
So you're not paying enough.
People in chat that day were literally complaining that the game sucked, was too slow paced, was boring.
Because how you played the game was boring. You played that fucking game, whatever game it's called, inside the game, for like 2 hours.
I wish that I would stop playing it and do something else. Literally, that was the discussion. I turned to the chat as I was playing it, and people in the chat were talking about sports.
They always do.
And other unrelated topics that have nothing to do with me.
Yes.
And when I asked them why, they said because this game sucks and we don't want to see it anymore.
Okay,
so
why don't you ask that every night?
If you were someone who wanted Final Fantasy VII, you had to have been here when it was new to say we want
pay up.
and
pay
show
up.
that effort.
Pay
People
up, bitch.
were not here. So I'm sorry, but I don't see any evidence that says if I bring back Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and I put 60 hours of effort into playing this game and finishing it, that anyone's going to care. We're probably going to go back to the same 100, 200 people who watch everything and a small handful who like it, and everyone else will complain that the game is boring and sucks, right?
Definitely.
Now, you can argue something. You could say, well, there was RPG Overload earlier this year. That was the real problem because you had Baldur's Gate 3, Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, and Final Fantasy VII Rebirth all going on at the same time. And literally right after that, we also had Dragon's Dogma 2. You're right. That's what I said. That's what I said back then. I said 100%.
The longer he goes, the more he's trying to justify a decision he knows is bad.
This is going to happen. This is going to be overload, and it doesn't even matter what games release. You're going to see these games cannibalize each other. And everyone argued with me, oh, no, that doesn't happen with other content creators. That doesn't happen within the gamer community. You don't know what you're talking about. What happened? Final Fantasy VII Rebirth undersold dramatically. Square Enix was shocked it undersold so much, and people didn't care about it on my stream. So I was 100% correct with what was going on. But everyone wants to give me shit and not listen. And then when it happens, everyone just forgets, right? So, it's this simple. I'm not convinced. Something needs to convince me to bring back Final Fantasy VII.
What, you want to email behind the scenes saying that they'll tip $50?
Been convinced. I'm sorry. I just haven't been. I think it's, like I said, it's a vocal minority. It's a few people, probably like a few dozen, who really like this game and want to see it, but it's not going to constitute playing 60 hours on my streams. It's not going to be worth that time investment. If I let me put it this way.
Okay, here,
if
finally,
I could beat Final Fantasy VII Rebirth in 20 hours, I would actually play it right now. Because I would just say, let's do it for the month. Let's finish it. Let's get it done over the month. Late July, early August. Let's just play through it and finish it. I would do it. I would do it right now. But 60 hours is too long of an investment. Okay. Truth is, the industry is all too samey. Everyone copies each other. Right now, there is a big fad. Every RPG needs to be 60 to 80 hours long for no good reason. A lot of that ends up being padding, repetitive, not very entertaining.
How long were RPGs when you were young?
Your knob just a little beyond the breaking point.
How long have RPGs been that... RPGs have always been that long.
That's not me. That's the game makers who are doing that.
Okay, that's not me.
If you want to see a change, you got to tell the people making these games, stop fucking making all RPGs 100 hours long.
Yeah, make it 2 hours. Make 6-hour RPGs.
Make
That'd be
games
cool.
that are streamlined but really good.
Okay, gotcha.
That's what I miss. Games that are streamlined but incredibly good. We don't get those anymore. Now we get 80-hour bloated experiences that don't resonate. That half the game is boring. Dude, do you remember in Final Fantasy 15? Excuse me, Final Fantasy 16.
Well,
people said,
dude,
do some side content. I said, okay, let's do it. And I went to town, and it was about bringing lunch to someone. You got to go bring lunch to this person across town.
Yeah, that trope has never been done in any game, including your favorite game of all time, Chrono Trigger. You've never had to do that, have you?
What? I said, I'm supposed to be saving the world. You're handing me a bag with a ham sandwich in it, and you actually expect me to walk across town and give this to someone else. Like, they act like it's fucking 1992. And this is something, like, what the fuck is going on? Right?
Just DoorDash it, dude.
And this is where they think modern gaming should be. There was actually people in chat defending that. Oh, that's good content. I was like, what? Are you stupid?
It's a quest. What do you... Okay, yeah, pretend it's the key to the universe and you have to deliver it. What does it matter?
I have better things to do with my time. I go
Call it whatever you want.
And it's better use of my time than delivering a ham sandwich in this fucking game. Right?
You know, in the end, it's not really an item you're delivering. You know what I mean? It's like a code of a game. They just decided to make it lunch. They could do whatever the fuck they want with it. It could be the key to all of life itself. You need to deliver this right now.
What is going on with modern games? So,
I
don't know what else to say. Listen, I own Rebirth. Maybe in the future, at some point, we will go to it and finish it. All right? I'm not doing it now. We don't have time. And I'm not that interested in it regardless. And I'm not convinced that people hear regardless, right?
Oh, what? That didn't make sense. Hold on. What was that? Regardless, not people hear regardless.
I'm not convinced that people hear regardless, right?
Okay, makes sense. Doesn't make sense, but okay. Regardless.
Excuse me, that was absolutely disgusting.
That was not. Are you calling your chat regardless? Mr. Gorehouse says, "How does Yasuke like his coffee?" Oh, you know the answer to that. Punish Lazagna says, DSP really wanted to be a recurring guest on Side Scrollers so he could talk about this stuff like this with his fellow Dents. I wonder. I bet he still watches, though.
Yeah, I just don't know.
He watched before the interview. He said that. He was a daily watcher, daily enjoyer. Derek Hill says, don't do it to me, Yasuke. Don't do it to me. All right, Yasuke, it's time. Old Dane says, ack, here comes the chargeback. Another reason to tell your fans you're strapped.
I don't know how you even expect me to beat a 60-hour game in a month, right?
Yeah.
I'm not going to be playing it every stream, that's for sure.
Definitely.
You know? So, no, I'm not doing it right
Correct.
now. I'll leave it as a possibility for the future. But right now, no. I'm not playing it.
Okay, putting my foot down.
So thank you, Zylo, for the super chat. But the answer is no.
Okay. Correct. All right, well, I'm excited for this.
Hold
oozing.
on. Let me make it abundantly clear.
Someone said oozing.
Will Phil be playing? What is 20? How stuff works? All right.
Okay.
There you go. You got a little bit of magic behind the scenes of how stuff works around here.
Oh, what? He fucked it up?
And Rebirth. Yeah, look at.
Let's see how I fucked it up. I should have skipped it.
Why is this not centered? Hold on a second here. Yeah, look at this.
Nailed it. You nailed it, dude.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Will Summer. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to. Here, there you go.
Nailed it, dude. That was awesome. You're producing a show yourself? Are you serious?
Has been a member for 6 months and asked, have you been watching House of the Dragon?
Can you find the click? Click the button, buddy. Yep, same button you just pushed, actually. Go to the left.
I haven't been interested in Game of Thrones in a very long time. I don't care.
The show hasn't been out for a very long time. And you actually read the books. Yeah, he watches important stuff like BattleBots.
First tip of the day.
Yes.
I received a $1.50 tip from Beaver Bother. Phil, I'm typing in chat, but no one seems to respond to me, and you never seem to answer my questions. Beaver Bother, that's because you've been blocked in chat for like 6 months.
Ooh.
You just noticed now?
Beaver Bother.
That was a pretty long time for you to notice that no one can see what you're saying. I'm not kidding. I'm pretty sure Beaver Bother got banned in like February.
Beaver Bother. Are you going to write that name out or no, Beaver Bother?
Wow. Well, Beaver Bother, thanks for the first tip of the day. If you would like to be unbanned...
Nope, BB. Can't write out Beaver Bother.
At this point, it's incredibly long removed from when or why you were banned. So if you email me and you send me your channel link, I'll look into unbanning you. Okay?
Okay, Beaver Bother.
Because, man, it's been so long that since I've seen you in chat, I have no recollection of why you would have been banned to begin with. Okay?
Okay, so, wow. Really cool.
Okay.
So just tell me why you're so... Tell me what... Give me a one-page write-down. Uh-oh!
That's what we got for now. We have a little bit of extra time, so I'll open it up to Q&A. If you guys would like to chat, please tag me. Any contributions come in.
That's it, guys. Come on, guys.
I'll shout them out. Now, you guys know the deal.
You guys know the deal.
We're going to have a silly stream of SVC Chaos today. It should be pretty fun and wild. Really, you see how this game looks and plays. But...
Philip!
Yeah, please support the stream.
All right, that's one.
I look to hit $50 in tips today.
Okay.
For this stream. I do that. I try to look to do for that every stream. So please consider supporting if you can in any way. Whether it's a super chat, membership, gifted membership, or tip.
Got it,
As
Phillip.
you know, we have goals in effect for tips as well. So thank you in advance to anyone who supports. Okay.
Anything you guys want to talk
Kamala Harris
about?
becomes president, is her husband the first man? Yes.
Yes.
Right? If it's the first lady, then he's the first man or the first gentleman.
I think it's first gentleman,
Correct.
isn't it?
Yeah, that's what it would be.
I don't know, though, actually. It's a good question. Great question. I don't know. I do not know.
Eyes Darkness is crazy how Chrono Trigger is made in 1995. It's still the best RPG. It can be beaten in 20 hours.
Yeah. Say your favorite quest from that game is delivering the lunch to the little girl.
Funny, huh? Did I ever try Street Fighter EX games from the PS1 era? No, I tried Street Fighter EX games from the arcade era. Because they were all arcade games first, and that's where I played them. I played them in the arcades from Arika.
This guy's hardcore.
You know, characters like Darun Meister. Or D-Dark. Or...
Huh? D-Dark?
Who the hell was the guy who was like Ken but not? He was the rip-off Ken.
Well,
right?
as long as you know.
I forgot his name. But yeah, no, I played all those in the arcades back in the day. Sure I did. Jay Stan says, hey, maybe next summer, watch Game of Thrones House of the Dragons while playing Final Fantasy Rebirth at the same time. 2 birds with 1 stone. There you go.
Hilarious.
Adam says, if I sub to your private React tier on Patreon, Would you do gameplay instead of reacting?
Ooh.
I'm not sure how that would work. Okay.
It's pretty simple, actually. It's kind of an easy concept. Instead of reacting, you play a game.
It works as thus. On my Patreon, patreon.com/darksidephil.
Oh, by the way, you check it out. Yes.
What that does, essentially, it buys about 20 minutes or so of my time. Sometimes I'll go a little longer than that. But it's supposed to be, originally it was a Q&A video where people would ask me questions and I would just answer them as a private conversation.
Yeah, you buy 20 minutes of my time.
Then it turned into private reacting, meaning people have me watching videos and listening to music and doing things like that.
Okay.
So frequently now I get people who pay $50 for around 25 minutes or $100 for like 50 minutes of reacting. I don't know exactly.
How many times can I finish in that 50 minutes? It's very important. Is there a limit on how many times you finish? Because a lot of people are asking about it.
How it would work? You want to pay me $50 to play 25 minutes of a game? How would that work exactly? Because most games,
you do the same thing you're doing now, but play a game instead of playing a video.
Have an intro or whatever, right? Like,
so you
I don't
get
even
past
know
that
how
part.
Exactly that would work.
Get past that
Let
part.
me put it this way.
Okay.
I'm not going to shut down the idea, but at the same time, I would certainly like to talk with you about it if you're interested. So I would say email me and let's talk about it so we can figure that out, the details first. What I don't want to do is get people pledging and requesting things that I have no interest in doing. So please run it by me before you pledge to my Patreon. That way it's not, I have to refund pledges and things, which makes it messy with the Patreon and everything. Okay?
That doesn't make anything messy.
Cool.
Okay.
Who am I going to use in SVC Chaos? I have no idea, Sakai no Senshi. Like, the Capcom characters look absolutely hilarious. So I think what it is that that fake historian fooled everyone. People are now making games about feudal Japan, and they're looking for interesting stories, right? And they're basically, because it was actually one of the dangers of this kind of stuff being on the internet. Like back in the day, you'd actually have to look at historical books and things. Now some idiot can fucking write shit on Wikipedia, and everyone actually have to, because he would put himself over so he could write books and articles. And now people think it's historically accurate because it was on Wikipedia and everything. So they all quoted it, and it's all wrong. So that's actually one of the dangers of this kind of stuff being on the internet. Like
that's never happened before. Historical records have never been tampered with before, ever in the history of Earth. Definitely.
Today, you'd actually have to look at historical books.
Definitely.
And things. Now, some idiot can fucking write shit on Wikipedia, and everyone believes it, right?
Definitely. History is written by the victors. Never forget that, my friends.
Okay, I received a $4.20 tip.
Oh, hell yeah.
From MVC for life. Heads up, SVC doesn't have a quick matchmaking. I refunded on Steam because of that. What does that mean? It doesn't have a quick matchmaking. I don't know what you mean by that.
Thank you for saying that. I forgot that. He edited his own YouTube wiki page. He changed things like, I wish I had it here. I played it on stream before, but it said like he's known for excessive like crowdfunding or something, and he changed it to like he's known for his witty gameplay or like his on-the-fly gameplay. History is written by the tippers.
Are you saying it takes forever to find a match? Is that what you're saying?
Is that? Oh. Okay, great. Tough to understand. Tip again, please. I didn't get it.
Did I play the animation?
Just tip again. Hang on a second. I gotta find that button.
Our first animation of the day.
What the fuck? Whoa!
Yeah, I don't know what you mean by that, MVC for life. If you mean it takes forever to find a match, that sucks. I guess we'll see how long it takes us today. Did I play Art of Fighting in arcades? To some extent, but no one really played it in arcades. Like, they had it, but no one really played it competitively. Like, SNK games were always there, and you'd mess around with them. But it wasn't until King of Fighters came out that people started to play it more competitively as, like, a fighting game sense.
Okay.
Sakai no Senshi says, charge characters in SVC Chaos have their charge timing reduced, so it's easier to do charge moves. Don't bother playing Bison. He's really bad, but can loop a Mega Crusher. I know he's really bad. I remember he's like bottom tier.
I definitely know that.
Also,
definitely. You're not.
I remember the charge moves are weird. Like in a standard Street Fighter game, you could go like down back and do his knee press nightmare.
And enemies he's never known.
I hate Suburbia.
So you'd better not fake him out.
Must be a K7 force field. I'll break you out of there. Glad I could help.
Or take him on. For Hulk Hogan, it's no game.
Oh, we got the Undertaker too. Hell yeah. Undertaker and the Hulk, same frame. Hell yeah. All right.
It used to be the technical.
Yes,
move
it was
for
a real
is
movie.
Back forward kick after charging, right? In a Street Fighter game, you go down back. And
Oh,
you
that
go
was Brutus
forward,
Beefcake? That's above my wrestling knowledge.
kind of down back forward pressing it. And this one's like super strict. So you have to charge and then go forward, back all the way. Like you actually have to do like neutral back and then forward again to even get the move to come out. Like you have to be like very strict.
Oh, this is the move we did with John Rambo move here. Hold on.
And then go forward,
Yep.
back all the way. Like
Okay.
you actually have to do
Whoa.
like neutral back.
That's some strong hand action here. John Rambo required. He's using his other hand to pump it forward and back. Damn. Rambo must have a hard.
And then go forward,
Look.
back
Back
all
in.
the way. Like you
Hold
actually have
it.
to do like neutral
Whoa.
back.
Neutral.
And then forward
in.
again to even get the
shit.
move to come out. Like you have to be like very strict.
Whoa,
in your
strict.
inputs.
Oh.
Street Fighter is way more lax. This game is like really fucking strict.
That's pretty
about it.
crazy.
So that's why I remember a lot of times people would be dropping their moves and freaking out and be like, "Oh, this game doesn't work." Like, no, the game is just like really stingy with how you input stuff.
Oh, stingy.
So there's no ranked or quick matchmaking. You have to go to a lobby and challenge people to play. Wow, that does sound bad. I guess we'll see what happens.
Oh, that's the Dutch rudder. Yeah, you guys are right. The Dutch rudder. If you know what the Dutch rudder is, Google that on your own time. The Dutch rudder. That's a phrase I haven't heard in ages. The Dutch rudder. The old Dutch rudder.
I
Back
received
in
a
my
$1
day.
tip.
Oh, congratulations.
What is up with random improper use of the word thus?
Yes.
I don't know. Perhaps I use it as a bridge word between thoughts.
Oh, bridge word. You are dented for giving money, but the bridge word.
Right? To link different thoughts. It's a way to kill dead air between different thoughts
Okay.
that I'm saying.
Ah, it's a bridge word.
Thus, I use the word thus incorrectly.
Ah, well, as long as you're not self-conscious about
Are
it.
eyebrows considered facial hair? Absolutely yes.
Oh, that's that same guy that's asking these kind of questions.
Do I think more RPG should
Oh
have...
my God, he's changed his name. I forget what his name was yesterday, but he's asking those kind of questions like that, and he's changed his name now to Phil's Ankle Tan Line. And what's the question with no answer called? He's asking those kind of questions.
hands-crafted side content, like I'm doing a new run in Baldur's Gate 3 and I'm still finding new stuff? Yes.
Okay.
Would I rather fight one cheetah-sized chicken or 100 chicken-sized cheetahs? Yeah.
Reminder, by the way, yesterday, he shit on this person so fucking hard and said, like, "It's asking you a dumb question no one cares about. I hope you know that, right? I'm not answering these questions, right? You know that, right?" And then now he's answering everyone. He loves it. He loving this dude now.
I'd rather fight one cheetah-sized chicken or 100 chicken-sized cheetahs? Yes. Yes, I would. Any plans to go back to Battlefront? Oh, maybe. You know, I enjoyed playing Battlefront from time to time. We kind of forgot about it over the last couple of months because I've been busy with other things. So it's a maybe.
Oh God, Jeremiah, you're cruising for a bruising. I'd like to reiterate that Final Fantasy Rebirth is the 4th best-selling game of the year currently.
Was Yasuke in Neo 1 inaccurate? I don't remember Yasuke being in Neo.
What kind of coffee does he like?
I can't answer that.
As
Is
Mr.
head hair
Gorhal
considered
asked.
facial hair? Yes. Can you have a staring contest with chat? Yes. Excuse me. Sorry about that.
Very cool. Very cool streamer here.
What about forehead hair? Yes.
Dude,
Yes.
what the fuck is going on here?
I have a big brick beach. Did you read that wrong? Yes.
I have a big...
Helldivers 2 announced a big update, by the way. Did they?
Wait, I can't find that one.
Yes.
What was that again?
Helldivers 2 announced... Did you read that wrong? Yeah. I have a big brick beach. Did you read that wrong? Yes.
Oh, it looks like they're banned. I can't find them anymore.
Helldivers 2 announced a big update, by the way. Did they? Oh, yes. Yes. That's excellent. Yes.
Oh, no, that's still Phil's ankle tan. I found it. Dude, look at this. This is what DSP's chat is right now.
Is it true that cannibals don't eat clowns because they taste funny? Yes. Yes. If facial hair falls off, is it still facial hair? Yes. But it's loose facial hair, but it's yes, it is still facial hair. If you are bald, what hair color did you put on your driver's license? Yes. It'll say color, and you say
they're gonna get banned for this.
yes. Yes. Yes.
All right, that's it. You get the point.
Yes. My hair has color.
You get
That's
the
how
point.
You answer it.
Rest, I'm gonna get banned. Like the whole stream's gonna get taken down for that 2 seconds.
Can we get
watch.
some games and end this? Yes, we can. When we're ready, I will play games. We will end this podcast. Yes, that will happen. If a bunch of cats jump on top of each other, is it still called a dog pile? Yes. Yes, it is. It's a dog pile of cats. Yes.
How does Phil's ankle tan get these questions?
Phil is malfunctioning. Yeah, yes. Yes.
Do you think Cat needs to lose
What's
weight?
the question with no answer called? Hold on a second. What is a question that has no answer called? It could be called... Yeah! Oh, I clicked the wrong thing. Hold on.
Oh my God, dude.
Called yes!
You had one job and you clicked the wrong thing?
Yes. Sorry, I clicked the wrong thing.
How many times have you done that today?
Oh my goodness.
I think he does too. Invisible mute. I think you're right about that.
Oh, I'm being restreamed? Yes. Yes,
That's how far back we are.
Yes, I'm always being restreamed by fucking life losers. Yes.
Oh, I'm a fucking life loser. That's pretty cool. Hold on, let me hear how he said that. I think I'm a life loser, not a no life loser, a life loser. As in someone that has a life loser. Okay, I'm down with it.
Yes, I'm always being restreamed by fucking life losers.
Oh,
yes.
Life losers. I'm a life loser. Hell yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I love being a life loser. This is the career, Philip. How does it feel? Cat stretch? No.
Oh. What a stretch. A stretch and a crack.
Big ups, life loser. Hell yeah.
Okay.
You are also a life loser. Big ups to you, life loser.
Do I use Palmolive dishwasher soap? Actually, my mother, when I was a kid, always used the green Palmolive soap. And it had a weird smell to it. Like, it didn't smell like anything nice. It just smelled like soapy and sudsy.
I think Phil's ankle tan might be working for something. Working towards something, I should say. So maybe this is...
Thank you for re-upping your membership. I appreciate it.
They definitely have the ear of Philip.
Do they even still have that? Palmolive? I don't know if I've even seen that in stores recently.
Yes, they still have Palmolive. Good question. Palmolive
Andrew
question.
asked, what are you wanting in your next Like a Dragon game? How long should the story be compared to Infinite Well?
Burger King.
I would like another new location. Rather than it just being Japan again, because I don't think they're going to go back to Hawaii.
Go to Australia.
Like new location. That would be cool.
Australia.
I think they need to innovate in some way. Like this last one, having the 2-party swap between was good.
Correct.
I just don't think that the core story was as good as the first game.
Foil
and
Nocturnal.
that's what kind of held it back for me. But otherwise, the graphics, the gameplay elements, and the 2 locations were great. So I would just like to see another new location. I think that would be pretty cool. And then some other kind of element. Like maybe something else in the combat that innovates.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Make Zelda. Big ups, Nocturnal. Big ups, Life Loser. Meaningful to me. You're meaningful to me, Nocturnal. Congratulations on that foil, by the way.
Dan just did a super chat. And he asks, are you going to play Kingdom Hearts 4?
We're almost caught up now.
I don't know.
Oh, no, we're not. No, we're not
Kingdom
at all.
Hearts 3 was so bad that I don't even know if I want to waste time on 4. Like, 3 was so piss easy and such a boring game Like, there was literally one interesting thing about Toy Story 3, and that was... Toy Story 3, excuse me. Kingdom Hearts 3, and that was the Toy Story stage. That was it. After Toy Story ended, the entire game was boring as dirt. So, I don't know if I want to play the next one.
Biscuit Basin in Yellowstone Park.
I received a $5 tip.
Is that the real name, Biscuit Basin?
Big Papa Phil.
It sounds like
Candyland. Did you ever learn to
Candyland.
use the defensive mechanics in FCC Chaos? There's cancels you do out of block. When you block, press forward to dash out of block. Get right in the face of the opponent to pressure and punish slower moves. You can also press strong punch and strong kick together at the same time to dash out of block, but it costs more meter. I was messing with
Who cares? Biscuit Basin geyser explodes. And yes, unusually large eruption in one of Yellowstone's geysers. Watch out.
Yesterday, but didn't use it as much as I was just having fun playing the game. It's janky glory. Yes, I was aware of that. And someone actually explained it earlier in chat as well.
Who cares?
What I don't remember is when you dash like that, is the opponent everything or how it works?
Okay, bite, bite, bite.
No, I've never tried tactical soap. What kind of soap do I use? I just use a body wash that is
tactical soap. Shout outs to Cobra on that one.
Use a body wash that says it has no anything abrasive. It doesn't have like colors and scents. Why? Well, it has some scent. It has like natural scent because I have very sensitive skin. And I've used some body washes that after I used them, like my hands and my body broke out because my skin is so goddamn sensitive. So I have to use this stuff that's like very, very gentle on skin. I really hate my skin. I really detest it. I get giant acne. I'm 42 years old and I'm still getting big acne in places, which is awful.
That's very normal, sir. It happens.
I don't wish that upon anyone.
Cat, can you pop this one real quick? It's on my back. Just part the hairs, Annie. Pop it.
Such sensitive skin that if my face sometimes itches, I'll go like this. I'll get a giant welt on the side of my nose. It's happened live on stream before. And my hands, I have eczema that comes and goes. So I have to keep applying different kinds of moisturizer and creams and things, anti-inflammatory creams, to keep my hands so they don't just like fall apart. It's pretty disgusting. I hate my skin.
Man. Yeah, those are called bed sores, sir. No, I mean, I should have said acne. I mean, it's normal every once in a while to get a zit somewhere. I don't think everyone's had a little zit on their shoulder or back somewhere. But if it's true acne, that's a little different.
Yeah, you remember early last year, this hand, I started to have stuff taped to it. And people started asking me on stream, what are you doing? I was like, it's completely bad eczema. It's oozing. It's disgusting. So I had to talk to a doctor. And the doctor prescribed me this anti-inflammatory and also said use this moisturizer and look, now it's fine. It comes and goes. Like I'll have a day when I'll have a really itchy patch on my hand. So I got to put the anti-inflammatory on it and then it goes away. And then some days it's fine, some days it's bad. It depends. Like right now, this skin right here is really dry for some reason. I've been trying to moisturize it for 2 dang days. It's still dry as shit for some reason.
That's alcohol.
It's just annoying skin issues.
Yeah,
it sucks. It's life, though. What are you gonna do? I deal with it. You know,
my sister's not
like I said,
abused.
I have basically given into the fact that I'm gonna have every problem my parents have. Like I've inherited every single health problem from them. So my mom has the eczema issue and the acne issue. My dad has back issues. So I've inherited every problem.
So that's 2. Okay. Well, I thought you'd have a longer list than that, I assumed. Bin Ho in the house says, if only we scammed and mistreated people for money being an e-beggar, we wouldn't be life losers. Nothing we could do. I know, we all are life losers together, though. That's the thing.
My aunt had gout. I have gout. I have every problem.
Yes! We got gout! Dude, we are eating well the last 2 days. We got a gout reference in this economy.
The issue. My dad has back issues.
Celebrate Gout 100, motherfuckers! Hell yeah!
So I've inherited every problem. My aunt had gout.
Hold on, we gotta get Lugo's blocking it. Here we go.
So I've inherited every problem. My aunt had gout. I have gout. I have every problem from every relative I've absorbed into my
Correct.
genes.
Into jeans. I don't actually wear jeans, but you know, those jeans. My aunt had gout. Nah, no problem. No problem. We went to
Roofing
Lugo.
grabs cost meter in SVC.
Oh, God.
Technically at a high level.
Cut the shit about the fighting game. No one cares.
You don't even want to use it in SVC. It's terrible. The range is short as shit. and there's no tick throws in SVC, right? So I don't even know like why you would use them at all unless it's a guarantee.
Definitely.
That is true. I have a very large head, so that means that I'm very intelligent. My brain has swelled and grown to the size of like a watermelon inside of my large cranium.
Hilarious. Nailed it. People are laughing.
True.
Now he's looking at his head. Look, he's looking at his head. He's self-conscious. See that? He's so clearly self-conscious about. Look at his head. Is my head big? I never thought about that. Is it big? Maybe it is. Maybe they're onto something.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, great. As long as you're ready to go to work.
Guys, do you have anything else to talk about? It seems like discussion has slowed down a bit here. It's totally up to you guys if you want to keep going or not, or if we start the game. Thanks for your early support. I hope you guys will support the stream today. Again, this is more of a mess around stream. The SVC stuff is not going to be serious. I'll try to play it and learn it, but I'm not expecting to get good at this game. It's more experimenting with a really weird game. Okay? Did I ever play Punch-Out games on here? Punch-Out 1 is on the NES thing on Switch, right? And then I try it, but I couldn't remember the patterns to beat the guys. I got my ass beat.
What? Okay, guys, this is such a denty comment. So you're like Hannah Montana, but with skin issues. You got the best of both worlds. Hannah Montana reference from 20 years ago? You could also say Van Halen with that song title, but yeah. What the fuck? Hannah Montana is like 12.
Oh, yeah? Akuma uses the throw best. He can get a walk-up Tiger Knee air fireball.
Thank you for re-upping your
crosses
membership.
up and it sets up nearly unblockable mix-ups. So basically, you do Tiger Knee motion. He's in the air. He gets the air fireball. He lands and he... Yeah. That, you know what that's from? That was also in... excuse me. That was also just like that in Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo HD Remix. It was broken like that.
Well, this is a very great podcast today.
Did Biden do the right thing? Yes. When Biden ate that ice cream cone on camera to create that iconic meme, that was the right thing to do because we've all enjoyed that meme for a very long time. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Nailed it, Philip. A lot of people are laughing at that. Hilarious, dude. There we go. Tactical fail. I like where your head's at. This guy keeps asking this,
well,
but
I guess it's time to kind of
he's dodging this. This one's been asked a few times now. He's not voting. He's not getting out of his house for that. What's wrong with you?
Turn right now.
He'll just bitch about it. He'll just bitch endlessly about both choices and then not do any choice himself, but still bitch no matter what happens.
Ice cream is doing great in the polls right now. Let's end the show. We'll get set up here.
That was funny.
I gotta get the PC on and everything, and we'll check it out. So, guys, I will not be here tomorrow. I wish you all a safe and fun Wednesday. When I come back on Thursday, we'll have another chill day of Fallout and Stardew. And in addition, I'll get you all caught up on news and my day off and all of that. And, of course, I'll talk about SVC today. Hopefully it goes well and is silly fun, right? All right, guys, thank you so much for a great podcast. I'll see you all Thursday. Okay. So let's get set up, everybody. Hold on a second.
All right, hang on, Seal. I'll answer that.
I need to turn on the PC and get Steam going and everything, so give me a second here.
You couldn't do that already? You're just turning it on now? Hang on, guys. Let me turn it on. Give me a minute. I'll be back in 5. What? Let me turn on the PC now? Hang on, let me get Steam up and going. I don't know. What's my password? No, shit. Forgot it again. Hang on. Forgot password. Hello? Okay, here's this music out of nowhere. Ooh, that's pretty cool. Cool sounding. Turn on screen. That's essential for any good console.
Okay. Okay. What do you mean what's happened to the stream? What happened?
You were gone for a while and nothing happened.
What are you talking about? Jump scare? What jump scare? What happened?
The audio, sir. The audio.
What are you guys talking about? People are saying weird things in the chat. What do you mean? I'm setting up the PC. Hold on.
You can. It's probably something like that.
What's going on?
Jasper is like 1,000% his password. You guarantee you
People
that.
are freaking out for no reason.
Because the sound came and they didn't expect it.
The music scared you? What was it? The Windows theme? That played the Windows boot up theme or whatever?
Yeah, it was the Windows boot up theme.
Here we go.
Yes, definitely.
Oh, Steam played a sound effect? Oh, okay. I don't even know what sound effect Steam plays, actually.
Okay.
Okay, no, I'm just, I got Steam opened, actually. Hold on. I got Steam opened. Here we are. I just got to get the camera the right size.
He's so quick with those borders of his camera, but with this,
yes,
we
I'm
got
playing this on the mini PC.
Manually resize our camera. Oh, hold on. That was a manual resize. Hang on, let me get it right here. Hang on. Okay, hang on. Oh, let me get my bonus cam ready. Did he fuck up my bonus cam?
Yes,
Probably.
I am. Mini PC time. Utilizing the mini PC. Keep in mind the MVC collection.
Son of a bitch.
I'll also be playing on the mini PC.
Whoa, that's added benefit for us, the viewer.
Wiping down the joystick. I'm going to take a break to use the bathroom before we start, by the way. Just
Number
so
1 or
knows.
2? Let's know which time we have to wait. Just try
So
to
like
see
I said,
much
the
time.
weirdest part, I set it up so that there's 0 input delay, and when I'm going through the menus, there's literally no delay at all. Like as soon as I touch the joystick, the menu moves. But then when I go into the actual game, there's delay when you're playing. So I think it's the game is delayed. The game has built-in input delay. And there's nothing you could do about that. I'm almost positive old SNK games had that. So it is what it is, I guess. Keep in mind, this is a game from 2008.
Yeah.
So, all right. So
barely had computers
by the
back
way,
then.
here's the joystick I'm using today. Maybe I'll change color. Well, then again, SVC Chaos is blue, and it is blue. Maybe I'll just leave it blue to match the game.
Yeah, we can't see it anyway.
Bison
so
is terrible in this game, Parasolo. Bison is low tier. Like, super bad in this game. He has, like, almost no combos. All his moves are slow as dirt. They suck. They're really bad.
Shoutouts to Super Bad.
Okay, so let's take a break. I'm going to use the bathroom. Okay, and when I come back, then we'll jump right in.
1 or 2.
And go from there. So I'll be right back, guys. Thanks. See you in a few.
Hang on, gotta find it. All right, you put the dented thing up. All right, so he's leaving. Okay, I'm gonna tell you approximate time. He left at 12:39. You can see on the top right there. He gets back at 12:48. 10-minute break. Well, maybe I spoke too soon. Oh, there he is. What are we working with here? What drip we got? We got our Booze Cruise top on, of course. It's kind of fall style.
All right, guys.
No, this is the Benihana. This is the Benihana whale. Give me 3 sake bombs. Your finest sake bombs. Konnichiwa.
Let's try her out, shall we?
Turn my neck phones up. I'll take your most authentic sushi with California roll, spicy shrimp roll, the crunchy roll, the dragon spicy platter, and a cheeseburger.
I don't know why there's an arrow on the screen. I didn't have it be the mic or the cursor, but the mouse is all the way over there. So yeah, so I just want to show you. Here we go. Hello everyone and welcome. Today I'm doing something pretty different. We're checking out SVC Chaos on PC. They released over the weekend here on Steam. During Evo Weekend 2020.
The game audio is too low, I think. Better tell him.
And it's a game that I wanted to check out because it is such a weird
Hello, sir.
anomaly.
Hello.
Is, okay? It's an odd game, that's for sure. Now just to show you guys.
Hello.
Take a look. As I press, I'm using my Victrix stick, which is the same stick I've been using to play Street Fighter 6 lately. Okay?
Turn the game up.
It's instant, meaning I go up, down, it immediately moves me around the menus and everything. Okay? And people listen, the music is loud.
Oh, it's too low.
I'll lower it a little bit.
God damn it.
I just want to show you the options that I'm using. So, I'm just going to leave everything on default here. System. So, max input delay of 0, min input delay variable lower if possible. So essentially, I wanted to say no input delay if possible. Okay? And...
oh my god.
I set it up so that there's VSync. So what that means is since there's no input delay, all right, it should allow me to have VSync to stop any kind of screen tearing.
Oh, that's what that means. Okay. Will it tear the screen?
We'll go online if that's the case or not. So this game is really weird. Just so you guys know, it doesn't. It's an SNK game. It's not a Street Fighter game, but it has the Street Fighter characters in it. It's a really odd game.
I think we kind of understand
I'm
that.
Eager to just jump online and see what the heck it plays like. So I actually just want to go right online right now, and see how does this work? Create match, find a match.
There's only 6 people trying to find a game.
All right. Jump in anyone.
Gundam. Do the Gundam one.
Doesn't say connection quality, right? It doesn't have connection quality here. I should just try to join. -1 millisecond, 45 milliseconds. That's not bad. That's not bad. 45.
All right, let's see. All right, we'll watch a few.
Okay, so
I got like 20 minutes to kill. Then we're out. Hardcore, we're out.
Look at Guile. Look at his hair.
Ready for the acting?
Guile's hair, dude.
Ready for the acting? Here we go.
Great.
I mean, the backgrounds look pretty fucking sweet, to be honest.
Oh my god.
I like the backgrounds. It's more like stylized, but it's fine.
When you get flash, you have to press straight up.
Oh, is that true, Dead Bears? That makes sense. Now, shit, I forgot the question I was supposed to answer. Seal, I think it was you. What was the question you asked? And I forgot it. God damn it.
This is a problem if I don't know my super.
Oh, Jen is so shiny. Correct. Okay, so why is Jen so shiny? That's a legitimate question. I will answer that. So I'll show you a picture what he's talking about.
I'm
just so
over
you...
first game. Oh my god. I'll show ya. Hang on. Take your flash kick. There we go. Wish I knew what my super was. I don't know.
I'm trying to get a good example.
Oh, there. I got one.
I don't give a shit about this game. It's too loud anyway.
I won. I had no idea what I was doing.
Nailed it.
Backboard, A or C. I did kick, and it gave me that combo, like the auto combo. He quit. After one match, he quit. That was it.
Yeah, you wrecked him so hard. He ran away. Oh, the Rad.
Oh, I see. You can play different people.
Is it? Oh, Chill Murray? Chill Murray, get in there! Yes, Chill Murray!
This game
Come on, Chill, take care of it. You better win, bitch.
Where am I?
Or you would never be forgotten if you don't.
Oh, what the hell?
Come on, Chill, win.
I don't know what's going on. I just watched the rest of the match.
Oh, damn. What happened now?
I'll try an SNK character now.
Oh, God, he ran away.
I'll try Terry Bogard. He picked Violent Ken, who's like the best, one of the best characters, I think.
All right, we're still in the same game? It's Chill, right? Oh no, it's Violent. It's Violent Mitch now.
Combos. Oh.
Maybe we can't make 20 minutes, guys. We'll see. I want to see if he gets in those other lobbies, though, first.
Rising tackle. People say it's too loud. Okay, I'll lower
No,
it.
it's too low. No.
Here, I'll lower it.
Okay, I'm still trying to find a good Jenna pick. I found a lot, but I'm not like... I gotta dodge a lot of diaper picks, so I'm not showing that. I'm trying to get a picture I can actually show.
Caught him. No, I didn't catch him.
There's a lot of diaper going on.
Do this. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. Dude, I
This is so sad. It's not fun.
At all. They're hard to do.
It's not very fun and chill right now.
Here it is. Oh, count. It treated. It traded. Yeah, Zero is like one of the best in the game, supposedly.
All right, well, here we go. We'll go with this one.
Rematch? We have a good ping. That should have
Good
really
ping.
good ping.
Great ping. So she's kind of shiny-esque, and I think she's like on purpose, not trying to be attractive.
SNK characters, I bet, are...
Pause real quick, 'cause he's talking too much. She's actually trying to not be attractive right now. She's trying to get attention that way. You know, it's kind of like not cool.
Much
Actually,
better.
not very fun situation.
Than the Capcom character.
All right, why am I not live yet? Live. We've got $11 though. Don't worry.
During this one. See how these pings are. Not good. Well, she hasn't. She has apparently been sober for a while since jail, and it's not crazy. I'm not
to
playing,
believe
I'm watching,
that.
Apparently.
You know.
Oh yeah, Earthquake. I used him in the arcade.
I think she's trying to.
He's crazy because he plays like Samurai Showdown.
Like,
He's
think
so
about this.
different.
If you're not doing
He's so
that
different
kind
from
of
what
stuff,
expect
you got to do other
in a
stuff to like
fighting
have fun. And I guess she's found like the diaper stuff. You know what I mean? Like just trying to get attention online. It's her new thing, I guess.
Parts,
you
yeah,
know,
he
you got to
parts.
have something. I agree
He has a
that.
butt bounce. He has a teleport
You got to find
move.
something.
Yeah, he throws his chain up and down. He's really weird. He farted in his face and beat him.
Well, I'm sure you would love that one.
How do I challenge? Okay. Oh, so Gookin. Fart.
All right, we're watching one more match and then we're out of here. This is not fun. This is not chill.
Tip. A 420 tip.
There you go. Hell yeah. Business is safe.
The second I saw you playing this, I have to stop and support. All right, well, thank you very much. 420 tip from someone. An anonymous tipper.
This is not chill interactive.
Chill Murray. No, I already played Chill Murray.
Oh, he did?
Yes. Okay.
Did he play Chill Murray? Let's check real quick. It's
Wait,
Violet
Bao?
Mitch. Violet Mitch. Kudo Raiden.
Oh.
He didn't play Chill Murray. He didn't play Chill Murray. He dodged him. Oh, picture, get out of here. Yeah, he dodged Chill Murray. Oh, shut up. I already played Chill Murray. No, you didn't. God damn it. It's time could be somebody. It's time. All right, it's time. Oh, Violet was chill. Now we're really confused. Well, Chill Murray's got to be streaming now, right? Let's see. Chill Murray. Let's see if he's...
wow.
What's going on Chill's channel? Is Chill Murray streaming right now? Yeah, let's see. Now, Chill Murray's Chill Murray 7, guys. I can show you proof.
I don't even know how to throw right.
So as you can see here, I'm on Chill's stream, and Chill Murray is not Violet Mitch. It is Chill. Chill Murray has his own name there. So we dodged the Chill Murray. So he did not change his name. This is proof enough for me. Chill Murray.
I don't even know how to throw properly because I always whiff. He's throwing well.
So yeah, he dodged him. I'll redirect you to Chill though, just to check it out, because he's playing the game. Might have a chance of playing there.
Oh, he went over.
But I really couldn't care less. Anyways, let's recap today.
Oh my god! Yeah, he knows how to
we got a
throw
Gout reference, which is hype, but not as good as yesterday, I feel, with the historical stuff. But you're all legends. I'll be back tomorrow for lore stream. And that being said, with the wrestling promo competition, if you want to send yours in, now's the time. TBS podcast at proton.me. We'll have that big night tomorrow. You're all legends, though. Don't forget it. Is he going to lose? Let's let him lose once. But it should be fun.
Wow.
Get chill.
Weird game. Thank you, Fire, for re-upping your membership for 26 months.
He lost, though. It's a weird game.
He is odd.
He's odd. Oh,
I don't know about Dulcie, man.
Anyways, I don't give a shit. You're out of here. I'm out of here. You're legends. We'll see you tomorrow.